Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's good? What's good? How's everybody doing today? Feels like a Wednesday, but it's a Tuesday. Let's get the tunes going. As per usual, if you guys could help me by letting me know how the audio video is. Hopefully you can hear the music and hear me okay. In the meantime, let's see who we got. We got Ryathon. How you doing? Waiting for this, huh? Blind Gray Wolf, congrats on your new Chitty Tech. That's going to be a cool machine. Jeff is bowling at the moment. Good luck. Hope you get a good score. Andre M, how you doing? Da Vinci with the riddles, as always. Eric, Mika, how you doing? Caleb, yes, hit that like. Thank you, I appreciate that. JP with the leaks. Oh, the leaks. I'm actually really excited about the leaks. JR, how you doing? What up, bro? Daniel, what's up? What's up? Nuno, how are you? Alright, I'm guessing everyone can hear me. Okay, you can hear the music okay, not too loud. As per usual, we have a giveaway right up here. Pinned to the top of the chat is a link to a Gleam.io link where you can sign up for your chance to win a spool of filament by 3D Max. PLA Plus specifically. You have to be present towards the end of the stream when I pick it, and you have to be in the United States. Voron junkies, yeah. Groupies, yeah, right. I'm about to leak all over the place. There's all kinds of a series of medications for that, even clothing. But yeah, as far as the leaks go, it looks like just before, literally minutes before starting, looks like Jonathan from The Next Layer accidentally leaked some images from the new Bamboo that everyone is excited about. I'm not gonna, I mean, it's already out, I guess, but just, out of respect, I'm not gonna share them. You can see them in my Discord if you guys want to see it, and obviously if you search, I'm sure you can find it. What is happening here? Hey, Philip, how you doing? Jeff, you're gifting 5 memberships from from the alley? from the bowling alley? Thank you, man. That really means a lot. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. And that means 5 people. Welcome. Diana, Michael, Mark, Flood of Sins. Whoa, cool name. And Kali. Welcome, guys and gals. Appreciate you being here, and thank you, Jeff, for making that happen for 5 people. That's cool. You guys will see my videos early and get to chat on them before everyone else gets a chance to see them. All my Creality parts entered up in a box. Oh. Is that good or bad? Do you know what the new bamboo is? Yes. It's already 20th over here, so you can share it with me. Yeah, I mean, the pictures are pretty clear. We knew already it's going to be a multi-material, inexpensive machine geared for anyone. And it looks like, to me, it looks like the product isn't so much the printer, even though obviously it's a printer. It's the thing next to the printer. Who leaked it? Jonathan from Next Layer. It looks like the picture is his background. I'm only going by what people have posted in my Discord, but you know, leaks like this, I don't know. It just seems so. It's okay. It's fine. You know, it's marketing for everyone involved, and there is so much hype around this machine. I see how it could get exciting, and you can make that kind of mistake. And if it truly is an accident, that's a total bummer. Like, you kind of like, not that you're gonna break anyone's trust hours early like that, but it's just you know, it's all kind of sketchy. Like, if you're I don't know how I feel about any of it. I honestly don't really care too much. I'm just excited for the machine. I think it's gonna continue. Bamboo's gonna continue pushing everybody. Everybody's gonna be making these things, which means at the end of the day for us, we're gonna have more cool stuff and multicolor. I want multicolor to be a regular, no nonsense thing, you know. So I just ordered it on Friday, eFilm and electronic thing, to get the gap set right on the new printer. I just ordered the oh, I know what you're talking about. The little Z offset caliper thing. You don't need that for the X-Max, by the way. You'll need it for your other machines, but the X-Max talks you through how to do it on the screen, and they provide you this little paper. It's kind of like a piece of plastic that you slide underneath the nozzle, and this is the perfect gap for the machine. And it knows this is what you're going to be using. So it'll talk you through the process as soon as you unbox the machine. But it is a cool little thing for Film Friday for other machines. Let's rearrange this. I don't know why I keep putting my parts right behind me where I can just bump into them. Yep, see, Daniel says he loves his X-Max 3 and you will too. Right back at you, buddy. Well, I can use it from other printers. Yep, exactly. Alright, so today it's going to be, hopefully I can get this done. I'm going to try my best. It doesn't look as complicated as, so we're doing the hot end today. The hot end assembly. It doesn't look as complicated as the stealth burner, but there's still a bunch of wiring and fans and all kinds of things to do, and little gears and fun stuff. So I'm just gonna get the stuff in right now, and we'll get started and chat about it and do all of the fun stuff. So move this over. Let's all right, here's the Gleam link right above me. This is what you'll see. Let's see if anyone has entered. 8 people have already entered. Cool, so you know what to do. 2 hours left. Alright, let's jump in. I know we're going to be putting in a bunch of these things, and I have to go find all of the hardware. So let's get some stuff out on the table. And let's get this show on the road. Here, I'm going to put everything upside down instead of with the labels up. So I've basically been spreading all of these things out every single time like this with the labels up so I can easily find them. But I'm thinking I end up flipping them anyway, so I'm thinking I'm going to just put them like this, and then I will use my best judgment. This piece we won't need. This piece we won't need. Put that in there for now. magnets. I don't think magnets go with what we're working on today. But yeah, I'm really excited. The printer's moving right along, and you know, I just want to get it done so I can move on to a bunch of other projects and get this one tuned and printing. And I want this to, like, you know, be available to me, right? I have a bunch of big machines all around me, and some of them take some time to heat up. And my hope is that this one will be lightning fast. So if I need something little, like we've done a bunch on this stream, on these streams rather, I'm hoping that this is going to be my go-to. Alright, let's see. We need 4 right off the bat. And then these 2 we won't need because we're going to do standoffs. These right here. They include them. I'll just take them out so that we know they're available. Trash over here. Alright. Actually, I need to kind of have my phone here with me. So we have a water main break outside of my house in the front. Not on my property, like in the street. So in case the emergency crew has to call me or something, I gotta have my phone near me. Let's see how many of my friends are with me here tonight. Okay, 17, cool. 15 likes, 17 people. That's almost perfect. Good ratio. Has anyone in the chat worked on this tool head before? I have done the afterburner and the stealth burner, but I have not done this one. And I actually don't even know what this one is called, really. What's the name for it? It doesn't just tell me here, does it? If anyone knows the name for this, can you let me know in the chat? Is it like Stealth Burner Micro or something? Mini Stealth? Okay. Fair. Clever name, huh? Oh, okay, so there's a bunch of these things, which I love. So let's get on that. 3 more of these. 1, 2... Hold on, there was 3 up top or 4? No, there's 4 up top. 3 more. 2 more. Wow, that whole piece is basically heat set inserts. That's a lot. Okay, alright, we're good here. Good here. And then I think we're just assembling it from this point. But let me just keep scrolling anyway. Back panel's fine. And there's going to be some difference actually towards the end here. Because this one doesn't have the PCB. Ours will. So we'll see how that works. I think we're going to need 1 more for the side, right? I'm thinking stealth burner. Alright, yeah, we should be good to go. Okay, and then, yep, this is all fine. Nothing here. Cutting it, sure, yep. And that'll just bolt up, that'll bolt up, that'll bolt up, that'll bolt up. And then this is when we'll have to do the PCB at some point. I'll have to figure that out, because I don't know if there's any instructions. I don't know if Brian's around today to shoot me all of the awesome links and knowledge while I work on this thing. Alright. Let's get her done. Where is our prints? I think all of these things are going to be red. We got our main tool head. We'll need this later. Here's a part of the lever. Alright, here's the other part of the lever. That's the later. This needs something. This is the cover. Cool. Alright, here's that piece. This guy. This is fresh. This is for what? That's for the screen. This is for the skirts. This is for the wiring management in the back there. That all goes away. That's trash. Hold on, on, guys. Let me just check my phone real quick. Yeah. Alright, sorry. I know I'm interrupting the stream. Okay. Anyway, a lot of red parts, yes. So yeah, all this is pretty much red. And it's a really cool red, actually. It's pretty deep. Alright, so first things first. The chocolate starfish is my man, Fred Durst. Eric with the massive dono. Thank you so much, man. That's very, very kind of you.
Donated $20 and said thank you for all your effort and especially your time. Appreciate your sharing of knowledge. Keep on keeping on. Love it.
Yeah, that's you are a very kind person. I truly appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see, what's the best way of doing this? I'm just glad that you find it useful to some degree. It's nice to know that I'm not just randomly flapping my gums, you know? Wasn't expecting a cantilever bed slinger from Bamboo. Don't you watch Nathan Builds Robots? Yeah, they had to apologize, huh? Considering they said that they weren't going to do it. I don't know, you guys, companies are there to make money. They're not there for moral stuff, you know? Just because they said it doesn't mean they're not going to do it. You guys should know that from the state of America. But yeah, I think they're going to sell a ton of them. The price point is obnoxiously low. And it's Bamboo, so they're quality machines. If it does multicolor, 4 colors at that price, that's an absolute game changer. And it's going to be, a multicolor is going to be accessible to everybody. It's amazing. Yes, he does. He does, Nuno. It's kind of his shtick. Yeah, right, exactly. If they make the best bed slinger, what's wrong with that? You know what I mean? Like, bed slingers are great. They're great. They're not good for printing the fastest thing in the world, but they're amazing. You can literally print anything with way less parts and way less maintenance than a Core XY machine would at some point. Because when a Core XY machine breaks down, you got to take apart the entire thing. Right. That thing, obviously you've seen it. That thing that holds the spools looks incredible. That thing is the product. The printer, whatever. The thing, the spool thing, I want that thing. As soon as my channel can make enough money, I'm gonna buy one, I think. Because I won't get one in any other way, so I think I have to buy one. Maybe after the holidays or something. Yeah, so that printer right here, it's the Tronxy Gemini S. It's pretty old now, but it's my only like multicolor machine. It's an IDEX machine, so a little bit different, obviously. But I've been keeping it this entire time, only for the fact that if I need to print multicolor in PLA or TPU, I can. Let me check what I'm doing here. So yeah, if I could replace that with something more modern and something more capable, well, then I'm game for that. Where is that? There it is. Hey, John. $2.99. Yeah, but I think it might be more than that. I mean, how are they gonna make it that cheap? That just seems That seems so low. It seems like they could price the color thing alone for that much. Or maybe it's because that price is just the printer and the AMS is an add-on. I don't know. It's all speculation for the next couple hours, right? All 4 colors going to the extruder. Be interesting to see how it works. Yeah, right. So, yeah, I mean, if you looked at the thing where the filament was, it looked like there's motors attached to each spool. They have their own extruder, and then it looks like there's kind of like a unit in the center that kind of just manages it next to the machine. So, it looks like the part that matters is the part that holds those spools. Hey, Papa's here. Better, I think I have my FL-Sun Super Racer Clipper issue sorted. I've burned for 6 hours straight today. I think the Bamboo P1S with the bouncy feet rattled the USB a little loose. Really? Now that's... Sorry, I'm not laughing at the problem. That's funny, though. Like, that's funny that that's what ended up being the issue. You're welcome. I'm afraid I didn't do much. But I'm glad you got that sorted. This is a tricky little piece here because I'm very, very close to other printed parts when I'm putting these in because everything's so small. And I'm like touching plastic a little bit. Hopefully that's not going to have too much of an effect. Yeah, like that, I totally touched a little bit. Should be okay. And I can't get that in there to cool it down, so that's gonna have to just sit there. Done. Plus, cardboard spools aren't a problem anymore, right? Because they're like elevated, they're not on rollers. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna safely assume that we are not going to be able to have multiple units of that. That is a 4 and done because of the way that the things are fed. But either way, it's cool. It's super cool. It's smart. You can't take that away from them for sure. Alright, we got one piece done. This little guy, I remember on my Trident, I actually managed to overheat this little piece. So we'll see if I'll be able to cool it down somehow. Important to get a good bond. So this one specifically, if you guys haven't done this one before, or maybe are looking to do this kit, just from what I learned from my Trident build that has this piece in a similar way. This piece right here, because it's tiny, when you're putting in a heated insert, lower the heat. So right now I have mine at 330. I'm gonna lower it down to probably 300. Let's go to right here. 3. I keep jumping over it. Here we go. 300. Come on, which button do I press? Is it both? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we'll get it to 300 because 330 will probably melt it a little too fast, and it'll warp a bit. And you need this piece to be pretty straight. The other point about this, pointer about this, is you want to get the heated insert down below the lip a little bit, so not flush with the top. You want to get it down below, and then put something cold on top to kind of push that plastic over it, making that lip. Because basically a screw goes into it and pushes up on it, or pulls up on it rather, and you want it to grab the plastic as much as you can. So here we go, we're about to be flush, so that's flush, and I'm just going to keep going a little bit. There we go, just maybe 1.5 millimeters or so just below the lip, and then I'll put that on top, just a cold piece of metal, and kind of push down a little bit so that that little lip of plastic can morph itself, and that should be good. I don't know if it'll adjust. There it goes. So see that just below the surface? And that makes a little tiny little bead of plastic there, and that is probably the best that I'm going to be able to do on that. So yeah, 300 seems to be good for whatever filament they're using. Right, ABS Plus. Oh, hold on, missed some chats. There's a lot of 4-in-1 machines out already. Yes, but they aren't made by Bamboo, who spends a lot of time with software. Don't forget, hardware is easy to make. It's the software that makes the printer, really. There's so many Chinese companies out there that make all kinds of wild machines that we don't even hear about because, well, they're junk to use. Their software sucks, their firmware sucks, nothing works, the slicer is an ancient Cura. That's why they're successful, just like Prusa. Their machine could be outdated, but it's the service, it's the package, it's just everything together, right? Firmware, software, service, like those things. That's why they're good. So it can be a pretty basic machine, you know, but it's how it all works together is what makes it good. Papa's Place, I watched your video on 300 BO do's and don'ts. Wildlife goes full circle. Look at that. Do we have a little reunion going on? 8 years ago. Look at that. That's cool. Zone Star has a Core XY. Will this printer run Clipper on its board, or will it need its own Pi? The printer that I'm building, the board itself has a Pi integrated into it, so the board itself will run Clipper. Hey Walkman, how you doing? Clipper breathe new life into this old Da Vinci from 2014. Yeah, I mean it'll do it to everything, really. But when you get a chance, check the photo Truggy just posted in the server. What in the... What? Why? What's going on there? Can I open this in this browser? Look at this. It's pretty good. And that's on the Creality site or what? So I know that the Maryland Share Fest is happening, and I know I'm here because I sent them this photo. But this one, this is some kind of gold right here. Well, what's it say? I didn't even look. Grab your souvenir now. Don't, just so you know, just don't grab me. Don't grab me. I'm already freaking out that I'm gonna have to be in public and like talk to people. So under Creality, they put your name as Ferdo. Where? It's right here. Hold on. It's correct here. You mean like on Facebook? Birdo! I like it. Man. That's good. Hey, Mr. Walkman, that's awesome. See, I love that. I love that. Under Creality. I'll have to look later. So, everything that's in this photo right now is in my garage in bulk. I have 21 packages in my garage that are taking up pretty much the majority of my garage. Since the event is near my house and they won't be able to get the stuff over there, I agreed to let them ship stuff to my house. So yeah, there is a lot of promotional stuff in my garage at the moment. So I'm going to help them get it over to the event on Friday. Nine-finger Ferdo and the bed slinger of doom. Ferdo is hilarious. Man, I don't... Hold on, let me go on Facebook. Alright, hold on, guys. I know I was doing... My soldering iron's hot. Hold on. Facebook. Oh yeah, look at that. Just so you're aware, it's Feder, not Ferdo. Thanks, JP. I see you're on there. It says Ferdo. That's amazing. Oh, I couldn't see it there. Now I see it. It's right here. That's pretty good. Oh, what? Also, no open source K1. It was a long way to go, but on the way to it, I was welcoming voices to you. So I'd like to. So, what would you like to be talked about at the upcoming ShareFest this time? Thanks, Feder, 3D Print SOS, YouTube, for being a guest showing at the event. So yeah, this is another one of those things. Like it's not like a willing thing that I went out and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do some talking. I can't. Public speaking destroys me. I'm nervous. I'm sweating just thinking about it. I'm not very good at speaking. I gave a best man speech once and it was crazy. I had to get drunk pretty much to do it. So speaking in front of anybody for any reason is gonna be wild. They pretty much kind of like indirectly asked me, and I kind of indirectly said yes. So I'm doing it already, which is going to be weird. The topic that I'm supposed to be talking about is open source. So at least I have stuff that I somewhat know and care about to talk about. But I'm unsure about how this is going to be handled. Is it being live streamed? Is it? I have very little details. I just know that it's local, and I'll be there hanging out. And I know ShareFest is at a hotel type of thing, so there'll be alcohol there, which is good. But the main event, as an ERF, is going to be at a school, at a college, so no alcohol there. That's going to be rough. As you can tell, I'm not very social. I'm okay with talking, you know, to myself, to a camera, but groups of people, that's gonna be some next level stuff right there. Just want access to this garage, yeah. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. There's a bunch of garbage on the net about how to get it working right. Just cut through the garbage, try to set things up. Oh, okay, that's something else. The link to the O2 kit in the description doesn't mention R1 anywhere. Is that an old link? Or is their description wrong? Let me check. And we will check together. So it should be the Pro O2 Pro R1. You are correct. This is the correct machine, though. This is the correct machine. Like, this is what I'm building. But yeah, lightweight gantry, CNC. This is the correct machine. I think they must have set put the wrong thing in here. R1. This is the other Fysetc store. There's like 3 or 4 of these stores. But this is the real one. Can we go to their other stuff? Let's see. How do I get to their main store right here? Products. Machine. Nope. Loose printer parts. Voron series. Voron 0.1. That's parts. Trend spotting. Wow. Top selling. It's probably going to be new arrivals, I'm hoping. Yeah, I don't know. I really wish they would just work with everyone through their website, and I mentioned that to them, but I don't think they cared really. But in my opinion, they shouldn't do it through this. Okay, so there's 2 here. They're both O2 Pro R1. This one is cheaper. This is still their store. It says promo. Here, I'll put this link down in the chat, I think. Hold on, can I even like sign in? Hold on, guys. Give me that. Yeah, that one does say R1 on it. Birdo. 2D print 411. I like pretty much everything that's happening. All right, hold on. Let me sign in, and check 100%. Yeah, there's something just about. Also, this thing's just burning up, ain't it? I'm gonna turn it off. There's something about AliExpress that's just a little bit strange, right? Like it's clearly not marketed for the United States market. But they try to, I guess, but it works differently than American stores, even online. All right, hold on. I'm signing in. It takes like forever to sign in too. I'm just doing it in a different browser because everything I have is easier to access there. Okay, so I should be in now. Let's see. Let's go to Fysetc. How can I get the correct link for their correct store? Link generator. Here we go. Let me see. See how this works. Yeah, it looks like it's correct. So I'm not sure what the issue is. I will paste this. Let's go here. Which one are we doing? This is this stream. I'm gonna change the link that I have to this one. Actually, you know what? Just to be safe, I will add it. There we go. So now there's two. Save. Okay, so if you check the description now, now we should have the correct one. And I'm going to make sure I have this for the future, so I'm going to paste it into this one as well. And copy, save, and then let's go and throw it at the chat. I think I just closed everything because I have a million tabs open. Too much. I'm still cracking up over Furdo, not Fedro, Furdo. That's good. Anyway, let's get back to the task at hand, won't we? The R1 has different printed parts, and a few more things added to the VOM that are expensive to source yourself. 2XM 2x10 self-tapping screw, 1X MR85 bearing, 1X microscope. Yeah, that's true. That's true. In my opinion, AliExpress allows its vendors to create a store, sell some crap, and then open a different store so that they can avoid warranties. Yeah, there's a lot of ethical stuff that just, it's very different culturally. I had a brain aneurysm there. The culture is different. They look at things differently. They just do. Like I said, I mentioned it to them that I think they should deal through their website, even if it somehow has to do with AliExpress on their end. I think that the U.S. market would be better off dealing with their site. But, you know, who am I? One example of that is a micro switch. I only got one of my kits, but now I need two. I wonder if... check the link that's down in the description now, that the first one. Check if there's a BOM there. Let me know if that's the correct one. That'll be good to know. It'd be good to know if for some reason they changed it, because obviously we've looked at that link a bunch. Nothing good. Unfortunately, the one time I can stay for a while. My speaker isn't working, so maybe next time. Bummer. I'd love to know how this kit compares to the Cyborg. Yeah, me too. I wouldn't know though, because I don't have the Cyborg stuff. I messaged Cyborg, and they said that they do not. They're not going to send any machines for review. That they have plenty of people already reviewing their machines. So, I think maybe they thought that I wanted money or something. I don't know. Alright, next up is this piece, and this is going to get a ton 3 on the front there and 2 on the bottom. I probably should have charged the battery knowing that. Yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer, but that's okay. There's so much to do. Boycott? No, don't boycott them. Don't boycott them. There's a lot of companies that turn me down. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. I'm not like, you know, big time YouTube. So it's no surprise there. And I doubt they really want somebody like me to showcase any of their stuff, because I'll make mistakes. I'll talk for an hour before I even get to anything. I'll go over time, and I'll do something that should have taken an hour and 4 hours. So I get it. You're big to us. Aw, Chad, come on, man. Don't reveal your true feelings. What hot end are you using on this build, Berto? So I'm gonna giggle every single time. The hot end is in here somewhere, and what it is will be revealed later, because I don't remember off the top of my head what it is. It's a hot end. Where is said hot end? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I'm not sure what hot end this actually is. Maybe someone in the chat will know. Yeah, but you're not a fanboy either? Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not a fanboy of any one company. I'm a fanboy of types of machines, and that's kind of a bad thing. Like, for example, this Flying Bear that I've spent a month with, instead of doing, like, the K1 Max that's been collecting dust, or the new Ender 3, which is actually, should be really cool. Here's the hot end. Really large heatsink. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this before. But I do have to change the throat on it before I get started with it. Here, I'll just leave it out. Flying Boar. Yeah, the Flying Bear is a really fun machine. I like it. It's fun to use. It's fun to tinker with. I love knowing that I'm not locked out of anything. I can do whatever I want. There's no one holding me back. But that's a big downside for people too, because there's no one to lean on. I doubt that they're going to have the same type of warranty or support. I'm sure they'll do okay. But I doubt they'll be on the same level as some other companies that just, you know, realistic. I'm not trying to down talk them in any way, just real. Where is this one going? Inside? Yeah. Man, these are going in like butter. I'm not gonna be able to get that one in there either. That's okay. Alright, let's do the top one, and then we should have 2 more. And then we should be able to assemble. That looks nice, the hot end. Yeah, the heatsink feels nice. What's the status on the clipper of that, by the way? So the clipper is running perfect. I've been printing everything. The only thing I have left to print, and I'm going to start that print tonight, is TPU. Other than that, I've printed ASA, ABS, PLA, PETG. Am I out of battery? Man, hope I'm not. PETG, the only thing I have left to test is TPU. Everything else has been working. So Clipper is good. I have one issue with it, and that's because of the sensor. BQ is sending me their sensor to check out for the build. So that's cool. I don't know when it's going to be here, but for now I'm trying my best to work with that stock sensor. And the issue I ran into, and maybe someone can help me with it, is the Safe Z home does not allow you to get multiple probes. And the problem is, the bed mesh actually does really well, because I have it retry 3 times, and have it have 3 sets of retries in those 3 retries if it can't get 0.05, I think we're settled at, or 0.08 maybe. So quite accurate. So it actually makes a really good mesh, and I installed Camp so it only meshes the area that you need. That works great. The problem I have is after that it homes one last time and then starts printing, and at that home in that moment after the mesh, it might change the Z offset slightly. So it makes it feel like it's inconsistent. So every other print or so, I have to change, you know, manually on the screen while it starts printing. I have to move it. Sometimes it's too close and it destroys the bed. So the only way I find to fix that is to be able to probe multiple times. And I can't find out how to do that with homing because of the virtual end stop controls only let you do it once. So I wanted basically to do it a bunch, like maybe 3 times in an average. That's the goal. And that averaging has worked really well for the probe of the bed. So I think that'll be the success if somebody is determined to use the stock probe like me. Other than that, I think it's pretty good. Camp is amazing. I think you should install Camp no matter what. Other than that, nothing special. Everything's set up and ready to go. You know, if somebody wants it, I can always throw it into the Discord before the video is released, because I still have to shoot the video, but then edit the video, and there's that event coming up. So, man, I'm really behind in all that stuff. The only thing I'm really not behind is streams, so I'm just gonna continue doing them. But yeah, like I said, I'm kind of ditching like 3 or 4 different companies to do this machine because I'm just having fun, and at the end of the day, I know I'm not necessarily interested in rushing to do videos that aren't fun, even though technically people will probably buy the machines with my affiliate links and I'll make money and all that, and I'm definitely not with this. But you know, I'm not necessarily doing this to get rich. It's YouTube. I'm not Mr. Beast. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing videos that are fun to me. And if there's a cool machine, I check it out. I'm checking it out because it's cool. Hey Michael, how you doing? I need to find a good clipper tutorial. Honestly, Prince Leo is really good at explaining stuff. I used one of his videos to determine the bounds of the hot end and the print area on the machine. I know he's going to be more Aquila based or Ender based, but good stuff. He's really good at explaining that stuff. So shout out Leo from Prince Leo 3D. Alright, I think that's it as far as inserts go. So let's unplug this and set it somewhere where I'm not going to burn anything. Why I didn't get the Flying Bear Reborn 2 was after the cost of doing Clipper, buying the probe. I didn't have heated chamber, right? So I figured I'd pull the trigger and get the X-Max 3. Yeah, I think that's a good call, especially because to get the Flying Bear to the same level as that X Plus, you're gonna have to like do it yourself, right? So you have to want to do that, or just have a budget that can't let you get the X Max. In any way. So I understand that part too, and that's another thing for me is I've always bought machines on the lower end of the spectrum and then kind of modified them to make them better, and that was always one of the most exciting parts for me with 3D printing, is because the printer itself can print parts for itself to make itself better itself, and that's always been fun. But I use the link in your video. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Yeah, honestly, that's been the only thing that has allowed me to make anything from here is the links in my descriptions. The affiliates have now become the only thing that really pays. It used to be YouTube and then Amazon, and now Amazon's pretty much gone. My Amazon links, I even removed them from my recent videos. No one even uses the Amazon links anymore. Which is fine. And then YouTube has changed the way that they do stuff, so that's gone. So yeah, it's just affiliates now. So if you want to support, thank you for doing that exactly. Finding a link of mine and buying from there. All right, so we're doing the idlers. Let's grab that. Where are you, idler? We're gonna need this little guy. Here you go. Okay, fans. That's gotta be for the screen. Alright, we'll get the rest as we need it. Let me get these connectors out of here. We come from the land of enders. Modding these things up is in our blood. Yep. The Reborn 2 is next on the list. Yeah, like that's actually what I said in the intro video that I shot last night. Is I said that it gives me the feeling, it gives me a similar feeling to what the Aquila did when I initially found the Aquila. It was cheaper than the Ender, so made it accessible, and then I could see an upgrade path. I could like instantly imagine what I would do to make it better, what I would print, and that gets me hyped. So another issue about their listing is we come with a cheetah board or the new Catalyst, which, like the Cyborg kit, does need a separate Raspberry Pi. That's true. Hold on, this one comes with, I have it right here. This one comes with Sheldon. This one comes with the awesome Catalyst board. Well, I don't know if it's awesome yet, but it seems awesome. So, and the instructions obviously don't show that, but they have that in there. Huh, just got to get your Google Translate game. Yeah, you do. Well, soon, hopefully, with the video, I will be able to have all the links that you would need in it in English, including the files that you're probably going to need, you know, from me in English. Badass heatsink on it. Yeah, the heatsink does look cool. All right, let's do this part. So we need the gear without grubs, right? Yep. And that's going to need a bearing, another bearing, and this, and I am going to grease this up. Let's get the grease. Which also means I need paper towel. Anyone else get genuinely upset when you go to tear a paper towel and it does this type of thing? Like, I don't know if you noticed, I like genuinely get upset when that happens. I hate it. Hey, thanks for becoming a sponsor, Blind Grey Wolf. I appreciate that. That is very kind. Kind gesture. Oh, you know what I need to print for this thing? For my honey wall thing, I need to print a gloves and paper towel holder. Because I'm constantly running over there, and I need some gloves. So I need to get that over here. If anyone has that accessible, that'd be nice. Stupid paper towels, I hate it. Or turtle, I hate it. I hate it so much. I die every time. Hey Jam, how you doing? Well, don't get the dollar store towels. No, I never get that stuff. I can't stand that stuff. I can't stand the cheap paper towels. I can't stand the cheap toilet paper. No, this is probably it's definitely not the cheapo stuff. We avoid those things. TPU gloves. Nice. I never greased my extruder gears. No, not the gears, the bearing on the inside. Sorry, I forgot that you guys can't see this as close. No, so I just put, here, I'll take this out. I put grease on the inside, then put the bearings in, and then the shaft, so that now the bearings are greased. You definitely don't want grease on the outside of this, where it's going to be grabbing filament. Okay, where are we putting it? We are putting it here. And just as a pro tip, so how this works is you can technically put this where it goes and then push downward, but you see these little teeth that pop up that kind of hold everything in place. I have broken these before by pushing down. So the way that I like to do it is I take the pin out, I put the gear in, and I try to shove the pin in from the side. So let's see if this would allow me to do it. It might not, because there's a little lip. Yeah, there's a little lip on this one. Let's see if I can get it from the top. Yep, okay, so I can get it in from the top like that. So I'll go ahead and do it that way. And let's line it up. Yep, there we go. And then push it flush like that. So, come on. There we go. Yeah, so there you go. Because if you push down, you might break these little tabs, which I've done before, and then, well, then you have to reprint everything. So yeah, now that that's greased, that has a nice little smoothness to it. Hey, Rython. I forgot about the stream. Oh no. You were the first one here, Rython. Triple ply all the way, baby. That's right. Yeah, you need that. Yeah, and a bidet. Get that bidet, then triple ply, and now you're living some kind of luxury life. Did I miss anything? You know, you missed my cool new name. My name is now Fedro, according to Creality. You and I were on the next live. Oh, you guys are in the future? You're living in the future. I thought about getting the cheetah board and the hot end that it uses, but the hot end it uses a rail and a V-carriage hot end for the CR10. Oh, I thought that was a drinking fountain, my bad. It could be. It could be. It's fresh water. You could come up there and utilize. Added strength. This screw is there to provide extra strength to the guide. Wow, really? To the guidler component. Along with layer lines. Look at that. That's neat. So that's an M2x10 self-tapping. I have a cheetah mix. It's the one with a slot for the CM4 on the bench test for testing. Cool. Fedro! It doesn't sound anywhere near as Fednor the Destroyer. Fednor was also a good one. That's good stuff. Alright, where does this thing go? Let's see. This is cool. This is some really interesting thinking here. Instantly went in sideways. But that's okay. Part 7. Oh yeah, because I put 2 on there. I just wanted to make sure that they're scheduled so that I can like dedicate, you know, time to it. Yeah, I think that right there, putting in that screw in there just for strength, you know, to hold it, the layer lines together, that's super clever. I like that. Ferdo. Oh, am I saying Fedro again? Yeah, Ferdo. That's even better. Thank you guys for finding that. That's fantastic. I should have probably saved it before it gets taken off. Alright, so this 3 mils. See what we got here. We got less than 3 mils. We got 2.45. So what do I do about that? Oh, less than 3, yeah. Short end of the shaft. Check the short end of the shaft. If it's longer than 3 millimeters, shorten it to under 3. I've had that before. The design's printed jig that can be used to help sand down the shaft. Oh, is that what that's for? Cool. Okay. I was wondering what that little thing was for. Check bearing fit. The bearings must slip on and off easily. Yep. And... Yep. Cool. Okay. Lightly sand the shaft if required. Sanding the shaft, huh? Birdo. Where do they create their own reality over here? Birdo. It's so good. Alright, remove the bearings from the shaft. Okay. Alright, so here's the bearings again. This one goes into here. Maybe. There it goes. Okay, that's bearing number 1. And then we need an M3 hex nut. Super glue this hex nut. It's critical that this hex nut not come out of its printed part. Adding a small dab of C8 glue will help it stay in place. Be sure not to get glue on the threads. Do not apply glue to the bearing. Let's see how tight of a fit this is. Okay, not a very tight fit, so that's why they want glue. Okay, that's different. Oh, they must be working on the water main break outside, because I can hear some kind of equipment. We came home to some sinkholes and water coming out of the ground, right in front of our house. So I called it in, and right before the stream they came to look at it. So it sounds like they're working on it. Yeah, that straight up sounds like excavations going down. Alright, so that is glued. Is there a good spot for this to go? Can I push it down maybe? It's very loose in there. So we'll just sit it flat and smack it a couple times so it sits flat. And let the glue do its thing. Alright, what's next? What's next? Okay, bearing goes into here now. How am I gonna push this in there? Nah, glue on the bearing. Birdo supremacy! Is there baking soda or CA glue comes in handy? Oh, okay, yeah, to make it like a gel. Hey David, how you doing? The glue doesn't go in your hair, buddy. I took out the water to down Colorado Springs one day. Downtown. I took out the water to downtown Colorado Springs one day. Hey, Bearing, you want to go in there maybe? Alright, hold on. Let me think outside the box here. What can I use? Will this fit in there? No. Let's see. Maybe a Sharpie? Close. In that case, my pen. Oh, here we go. There it is. My pen to the rescue. I basically needed to push that bearing into there so that it went flush. Pen. So that's the pro tip. These mini stealth burners are weird. Yeah, they are. But they're cute though. It's cute. I hate that. I'm putting a full-size one right now. Yeah, full-size one's cool. I like the full-size. The one thing I don't really like is I don't really like this glossy thing on the front. Like I would have loved for this to be a textured, thing, because it's the first thing you see, and it just looks like fingerprints. It's not. It's just the build plate that has either spray or glue on it. But whoa, Jay Trower. That is so nice of you. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate that. That's very kind. Thank you, everybody. That's so nice of you. It's heartwarming, really. Thank you. So just to put it in perspective, $20 donated. Obviously, YouTube takes its cut, right? Which is fine. So for me to make $20 from YouTube, you would have to be a subscriber that watches every single video, watches every single ad in every single video for probably like 5 years, maybe even more. No, more, just for me to make 20 bucks. So a donation from somebody directly like that is really amazing. Thank you. I really appreciate it. The PI looks so cool on it. Yes. Printed parts come from Fysetc. No, Fysetc printed majority of them. There were parts missing in mine, like the main motor mounts and a couple others. They had an issue with the earlier machines. So I printed those. So everything is a lot of pieces in black. I printed. All the red was by them. And I asked them what it was, if anyone wanted to color match, and it was ABS Plus by Esun. Not Esun. What's a really popular ABS Plus? Esun, right? It's not Sunlu. Esun. Something like that. For some reason, it's slipping in my mind right now in this moment. But it'll come back. My PI was making me insane today. Nothing stuck to it. Even after soapy water, I turned it all off and did something else. Really? That's unusual. Kids. Daughter and son fighting. Daughter, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry my head. I'm sorrying my head off. Oh, children. What is happening here? I love my Fysetc V0.1 kit.
Jay Charles has donated $20 and says, I love my Fysetc V0.1 kit. Got good feels
Jay.
seeing another bill.
Jay, is this another one? Jay, that's unbelievable. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's a double 20? Come on. I don't even know what to say. Thank you. Hey, Randy. How you doing? What did you miss? Just putting in some inserts. So far, so good. You know, these are always really fun to see with a bunch of inserts. They like feel complete. But I'm like thrown off of what I was doing by these donations by Jay. I'm just, you know, thank you. All right, I'm gonna keep going. And yeah, it's definitely nice. Like when Brian was building his. Ballistic Tech was building his, and I was watching that thread. It made it much more interesting to do mine. So I understand the feeling of seeing someone else's build when you have one, and kind of rewatching it or seeing another one. All right, so we got the bearing in, then the shuttle. The shuttle goes in here, just like that. Here, let me zoom in a little bit, guys. Series of wrong buttons first. Here, so my hand will be somewhere here. Let's do it right there. Let's put it down a little bit. Right over there. Okay. Don't blame JTR for all your chat, Ferdo. Ferdo! Oh, yeah. Randy, you also missed that apparently Creality on Facebook made a post that used my photo of me, and it had an arrow pointing to me with my name being Ferdo. You'd figure with the way my garage looks right now, they could get my name correct. Alright, then we have the Guidler, which goes this part up this way. Man, that fits so nicely. Okay, then there's a latch. The latch goes down, or does it go up? It goes like that. Yep, and that pushes everything open. Here. That cool little mechanism. Alright, so what bolt are we putting in? And let's set the, oh, then the main body goes on top of that. Oh, that's a lot. Main body goes on this way, and that clicks in. Yep. Yep, that fit absolutely perfectly. That's a just extremely satisfying clicking feel, that's for sure. M325 is right here. Channel name. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, get that Hodo in the shot. Yeah, Hodo. Did I tell you guys? Oh, also, thank you for reminding me, Patrick. Hodo, I'm finally affiliated with them, so I have a 5% discount. I think I added it in the description, so I have an actual coupon code to them, so 5% off. So if you can't find something similar for them and you get it from their website, it'll be 5% off with 3D Print SOS, and then they will be shipping me the vacuum, which is what I really wanted. Because I legitimately think that is going to be a really cool thing for 3D printing as an accessory. Is there 3 of them? 325. The lower M325 screw acts as a hinge pin. Oops, I only got 2 out. What am I missing here? What hinge pin? Where's it going? Oh, in here. Alright, let's get this one. Oh, am I not at the bottom of the channel? Oh, I'm not. Time to change the channel name, yeah. It's pretty good. The toolhead assembly is just so satisfying. Yeah, it really is. I'm still waiting to buy that white printer you've hidden away from the stream selfishly. Oh man, I have bad news for you. I don't even know if you want to hear it. I thought you were joking. You want the bad news, Chad? Hodo code? Damn it, now I gotta buy one. Yep, there's a Hodo code and a link. Any beginner drone to build with 3D printing parts. Ooh. FPV drone? FPV drone, I mean, 3D printed FPV drones aren't good. Like, you can, there's a bunch out there, but they're not good. Now, TPU, 3D printing TPU parts for drones is almost like a requirement. You need that stuff, but that's only really for FPV, like first-person view drones. I don't really know too much about first-person view drones outside of, DJI equipment that I use for work. 3D print Hodo. Unsubscribe. So, Chad, I've had that machine at my office for a while now. That was the one that I was using if I needed anything printed while I was at work. And, well, I took it apart. I took it apart. So the bad news is it's apart. The good news is I technically have all of those parts. If you were serious about the machine, I could probably get them out. But yeah, the problem with that machine was the leveling sensor is the same as on the Flying Bear. Except on the Flying Bear, you can actually run Clipper and change it. You can't do anything on that other machine. But the mechanics of the other machine were very nice. Oh, sorry, I forgot that I'm down here. I'm just trying to work this in there a couple times. It always takes a couple of these opens and closes to get it moving. There we go. There we go. It's getting much easier. Cool. Everything's moving. You don't want to over tighten these. So just make sure they're just there. With this, I want to keep it free moving like that. And actually, I think I was supposed to put in a screw over here. I think I was. I just saw it. I think I missed... Yeah, I did. I missed this, and I need it. Alright. I know how to solve this problem. Need to undo this hinge bolt. Alright, and I think if I pull this out, which can I pull it out? Yes. I think I should be able to get that in there, and that's a M2x6, 2x8. That's this tiny little guy. Oh, that's what you were talking about, huh? This special little bolt. You need 2 of them. I got it. And this needs what? Oh, a tiny little guy. Good thing we have a precision screwdriver set over here. I'm surprised that nobody's made a 3D printable roller coaster. You mean like full scale? Because there is. Can't use that. So it needs to be straight, and that gets in the way. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this thing all the way in, and then we can adjust that later. Sweet! Good thing I caught that now. Alright, now we should be able to slip that back in there. Get this threaded. Hit the gas pedal. Now, one that you can 3D print to play with in your house. I think they have that. I think they have like a roller coaster thing. I still buy it if you sign the gantry. Come on, Chad. Yeah, I have it apart right now because I was trying to take the linear rails out of there for another project that I wanted to do. Everything else it has proprietary stepper motors. I thought I was gonna get a bunch of stepper motors out of there, but the board's proprietary. The stepper motors were proprietary. They have their own plugs on the back. They have extra wiring in the telephone wire, so even if you were to rewire those, there's extra wires in it. So the linear rails are really the only thing that's salvageable there. Obviously, you can get the screws, lead screws, if you wanted for some reason. A lot of the wiring on the inside of that machine, Chad, was like self-done with electrical tape. So, sketchy machine. You know, the one that I had was an extreme prototype, though. Like, that was an actual prototype 3D printer. Like, they were like, this is not production. It will not go like this to anybody. This is for you to check out. And I did. I sent them a bunch of advice on it. Same with Nathan. Nathan had it too. Alright, how do you get this in there without interfering? I guess I can't really. I can't use the Hodo for this. For these two right here. I'm going to show you these two. Can't use the Hodo, it won't fit. It needs to go in on an angle. Get those in there. Yeah, you need that angle. I gotta say, these printed parts fit so well so far. I hope I don't jinx it. So far, very nice fitment. Now, I'm probably saying that because the stealth burner I printed last was on an uncalibrated machine. It'd be like in the very beginning of the X+3, and that was the first parts that I printed. So the parts towards the end of the build were perfect. But the stealth burner was the first thing I printed. Oh, I can see that. I need to move that little bolt. I'll show you. I can tell that with this clamped all the way down as far as it goes, the little bolt that we put in right here, it's not touching. So you want to kind of bag that out until it is, because this is it's the little bolt that allows you to have the meshing of the gear set correctly. As in, like, keep it from being too tight. So let's see. Yeah, so now it hits that bolt. So we'll see if we have to adjust that. when it's max tension. You don't want anything binding in there. Alright, I am so thirsty. Very parched. Alright. Alright, printhead. Let's get this thing going. I haven't come across this little spacer yet. What's that going to be for? Does it happen later at some point? Is it for this gear? Check orientation. The gear is mounted opposite how you usually mount it on the extruder. Make sure that the grub screw is sufficient contact. Alright, grub screw has got to be loosened. Ah! Oh, sorry, we went through this. It's not a grub screw. It's a set screw. Hey, Zumi, how you doing?
I'm fine, thanks.
Siri, it's not Siri, it's Zumi. Okay? We talk about this every stream. Stop interrupting my streams. Oh yeah, we're still building. There's still days. Alright, so I have that on there, but the other one was done manually, so yeah, they don't even talk about it, huh? They're just like, oh yeah, put this thing in there, don't tighten it. Oh, make sure that the grub screw, hey look, they call it a grub screw here. It has sufficient contact with the flat. Do not tighten the grub screw yet. We will finalize the gear's exact position on the shaft in the next few steps. Alright, so in that case, there we go. It is not tightened. Because every time you come on here and I say hi, it thinks that I'm talking to it and interrupts the stream. Alright, so this is going in there. Oh, I see. I can't even put the gear in there this way. It doesn't fit. There we go. Alright, that's in the bearing. Yes, nice and smooth. Alright, and I can see that little screw. So, here's the thing. So right now I have this pressed all the way, and that'll be the maximum tension. And the thing that I can feel is that the gears are kind of rubbing together, and this little screw they put in earlier isn't touching. So that means it has to be backed out. So that's there to prevent it from being too close. There we go, like that. And I'll adjust it again later when this is on a bearing. But now, that little screw right there. Hold on, brain. There we go. That little screw is holding that from pushing the two gears together too much. This thing's really robust for how tiny it is. It's gone through a name change. Birdo. Hey, Brian, how you doing? Yeah, man, this thing's cool. Birdo. Alright, hold on. Do I have to pull it up again? Hold on. Oh, here it is for better context. Here we go. This is from this is from Creality. And on here my name is Ferdo. Ferdo Baggins. Ferdo the Hodo Master. Yes. It's mostly important for flexible filaments. I don't know, but I wouldn't want the gears to be rubbing together like that anyway. So it makes the mesh better, and it probably helps with if you have that salmon skin on the outside, because when the gears are meshing too much. But yeah, I guess the filament would have to be squeezed quite a bit. So yeah, Ballistic, you're probably right. Ferdo from 3D Print SOS. Yep, it's a good one. And I sent them, for the ShareFest itself, I sent them this this superb self-taken photo. Right here. Can't zoom in there, can I? Oh yeah. Look at that fella right there. He looks like a Ferdo in the picture. Yeah, that's definitely a Ferdo. Love the plaid, yeah. Yeah, it's very very American hipster. So what are you doing, operating a booth for them? No, I'm not doing anything. So they told me there's this ShareFest event that I was invited to. I said, yeah, that sounds cool. I'll go to it. It's when the other one ends. But apparently that meant that I'm going to be speaking at this event as a special guest. So that's happening now. You know, a bunch of cool people. Sam, everyone knows Sam now. He's the most enthusiastic, super high energy person. He's probably the opposite of me. Denise is cool. I saw an interview with her about her. She's a writer for Tom's Hardware, big into 3D printing. Not the mechanics of it, but like printing itself. Greg over here, I don't know much about Greg, but I did check out his YouTube channel. Seems cool. And Ian he's missing parts of his hand, and he made this super cool thing. So he has this channel about him bettering this prosthetic that he's making, and he involves a lot of 3D printing and does a whole bunch of stuff. So it's actually pretty cool. I don't know who the mystery guest is, if anyone's asking. Eat it, Ferdos. That's good. Yeah, Jay, holding a Pabst. I actually like Pabst. And yeah, yeah, I do. It's fine. It's at Ferdo's house. It is. It's that's funny. He's being a warehouse for Creality, storing all kinds of stuff for them at the show. His wife is not happy. That's actually a summary. I think you've condensed everything that I've said and posted all over the place, but it's true. I am warehousing goods for them at the moment. That's so funny. Yeah, I caught my wife taking a picture of it in the garage earlier. By the way, I haven't said this enough, I don't think. You know, filament giveaway, 28 entries so far. If you're gonna stick around another hour and a half, jump on in here, get yourself a roll of filament. There is a link at the very top of the chat that will allow you to do it. I should probably start putting that in the description instead of the chat, but at least they spelled your name right there. Yeah, clearly two different people there. Yeah, I'm sure the wife's not happy. Yeah, it's a lot of boxes. It's the majority of my garage is boxes that aren't mine. That's okay. I agreed to it. Where is their event going to be? It's a good question. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It doesn't say that anywhere. It's about 15. It's 16 minutes total from the other event, and it starts at 4. But yeah, there's no address. Here, let's tell them. Is this not clickable? Oh, here we go. It's morning time for them right now, 10:30 in the morning. Hi, Creality. Hi, Creality. For the ShareFest Maryland 2023 event, you do not have an address. Oh, I think I just realized why. They don't have an address because they want you to fill this out because it's a limited amount of people. This is, see how it says only 45 seats? It might be more, but they have a limited amount of seats that are available for this event. That's why. So it's not meant to be like a big 3D printing thing like like Earth. This is meant to be like a not a conference, but like a chat with people in the industry, if that makes sense. And I'm assuming you're allowed to go. A certain amount of people can go and still hang out there. But there's a schedule at the bottom. Guests arrive at 4. There's some kind of welcome. New product launch, which I don't think is new. I think it already happened. Round table with special guest. I guess that's us at 5. Model competition. First time seeing and hearing about that. 6:30 is dinner and drink time. Oh. Yeah, 7 ending. So, I don't know. I know very little. Wish I could go. Damn, I live in the EU. I don't know if it's like I don't know how cool any of this is. I'm also like a severe introvert. Like, look what I'm doing. I'm kind of like, I'm freaking out thinking about it. I'm trying to like just stay cool. So yeah. If it was up to me, I would just stay home. But yeah, Brian, what I was trying to say earlier is, let me go to this view, is when this is pushed all the way in with that bolt stopping it, there's no grinding. It's really smooth. And that's what you want, right? If you have, and you know, obviously backlash is going to matter. Like, you don't want there to be too much backlash. But the other way around, you'll have the gears rubbing, and that could create VFAs and all that fun stuff. I'll be doing the rain dance next week, David. Hoping that my kid's sport gets canceled so I can free up some time to drive down to Irv. It's a 2-hour drive for me. Cool. I mean, you know, if you guys see me, if anyone sees me there, I'll have a sticker for you. So just say hi, and I will hook you up with a sticker. And if I don't, please remind me, because I'm probably going to be freaking out. Thought it was an introvert. The new Frodo is outgoing and boisterous. That's awesome. Frodo's going to be there selling 8x10 glossy autograph photos. I'm going to be selling plaid shirts at the event. If you guys want to go and grab one of those. To be honest, I'm pretty introverted too. That's why I fear starting a YouTube channel. Well, the thing is, I'm not actually talking to you guys, right? I'm talking to a very small picture of myself. That's why I never look at the camera. So this is what everyone asks me in the comments, that I do this, but I can't. What ends up happening is when I'm trying to explain something, there it is. I get thrown off and I start like stuttering, which is what happens when I do public speaking. So that's why this is gonna be awkward. But yeah, that's why I look at myself, and that makes me feel like I'm just chatting to a surrogate of myself, and it makes it easy for me to talk. Maybe I have a speech impediment, I don't know. It'll adjust to the meshing between the motor and the white gear. Yes. A birth certificate in foreign language. I have a birth certificate from Uzbekistan. So I do as well. I wish I had someone local to go with. I don't want to go alone. Yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah, I was trying to tell Brian, if he's going, I'm just gonna come up and be like, hey man, What's up, dude? Because it's gonna be really weird being there alone, or being with reality. To be honest, just take a Valium. Nice. I gotta get my hands on some. Someone fly me to the event. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? I'm the same way, but I never show myself on my channels. That's right, Randy. You've somehow managed to keep 2 successful channels without ever showing yourself. I admire that, and I should have thought about that because I didn't. I was like, oh, video, I have to be in there. I shouldn't have done it. Bring smoke bombs. I throw a smoke bomb down and then scream Ferdo and just get out of there. Anyone see that CK skit? Louis CK skit where he was talking about smoking weed in the circle and he didn't know what to say to the people, so he just screamed, what did he say? Goodbye! And he just walked away backwards. Siri, relax. I'm not talking to you. Hey, Digital Dragon, how you doing? There's a ton of stuff to see usually. You can just walk around looking at all the sponsor booths and then all the maker exhibitor tables. I was thinking about bringing my RC trucks for whatever reason. I think Reality wanted to see if I can put one at their booth, which I don't mind, I guess. But I don't know, maybe I could drive that around. It's all 3D printed. M3x10. Doing great, nice, good. Or eat something really rank. Yeah, that'll keep people away, huh? M3x10. What time we got? 10:37. Okay, we're moving. Well, this thing is definitely much more compact, but this part feels very robust. It feels very nice, actually. Is there a downside to this outside of cooling? Obviously, 2 of these smaller fans are going to be worse than a 50-15 fan. Is there another downside? Like, I kind of like this design, and it's lightweight. Like, this would be nice on a KP3S. Very bad cooling? Oh, okay. Super bad cooling. I mean, you know, it's an enclosed machine meant to print most of the ABS and stuff, so I get it. Super duper bad cooling. Alright, that's fair. Yeah, I can see how that would be true. Yeah, I got a bunch of those 800s. Alright, so what was this? Print head. 52 gear spacing. For the next steps, we need to ensure... Sorry. Not rubbing on any plastic parts. Oh yeah, look at that. It's... Yeah, see those gaps in between? Did we get that perfect or what? Yeah, the printed parts are definitely super accurate in terms of the print itself. They're perfect. Everything that needed to go together kind of clicked together. Very nice. Alright, we can freely adjust it. Line the gear. Loosen that grub screw. On keys in the position left, right, so the filament path is aligned with the gear teeth. Oh, right. Right, the gears are not together right now. Wait, hold on. So what? With the 50 tooth gear centered, open the guidler and loosen the grub screw. This little thing? Okay, this is crazy. Hold on. Then adjust its position left or right so that the filament path is aligned with the gear. Oh, open it this way. Okay. Hold on, I was misunderstanding what that was saying. This is fine. Let me undo that again. There we go. Okay, so it's saying open the latch. Open this. There we go. Okay, now we got to make sure that this is aligned. Okay, now I can see the gear. Alright, let's get a piece of filament in there. By the way, anyone else have this problem? I have all these spools and then more that are almost empty. And I don't have an AMS system, so I can't use them. Obviously, I can use, filament sensors, but they're very annoying and don't always work perfectly. And I don't want to watch a print. But that's definitely one reason to have an AMS system. Put all 4 in there, or however many you have, and then run the print, and when one runs out, the next one is already available for you. Alright, this part is definitely fiddly. It just is. But putting a filament in there, now that's definitely aligned. So let me just spin it until I can see a gear. Right there. And now spinning this moves that? Yes. Can I tighten this now? Yes. Alright, I'm going to tighten it more. Come on out of there. There it goes. Alright, so push this in, push this down. How are we moving the filament? Oh yeah, look at that. That feels good. You guys see the gear moving? You might not be able to see it in the camera. That is butter. And let's see if I can push on it, make some pressure. Perfect. Hear it? No, you can't hear that, can you? Sweet. Okay, I'm happy with that. Ooh, hold on, I missed a whole bunch of things. Oh man, hold on, sorry guys. I'm going up, going up. I live in constant pain it's quotable. I mean, it's not bad at the design, it's bad because of the quality of the blower fans. Yeah. Okay, like specifically them. There's a nice auxiliary side fan, a hot mount for the inside of the... Yes, there is. There's several. And I can't smoke weed. Well, sorry. Aux fan, yeah, gotcha. Nice girthy clicks, yes. Does he use 4010s? Yes. No, not 4010s, 3010s. Right? These are 3010s? At least they're dual ball bearing. Yeah, they're tiny little guys. Grub screw in the gear. You can stick a piece of filament in to make sure the gear's... Yes, sorry. It took me a second, but I got that one. Order. It's true, Patrick. Yes, Jeff. Do you have yours running well? Because I have one that I can build in a stream and set it up. And if you have one, it'd be really nice to like bounce ideas off. Obviously, it seems like they're very difficult. Tried 2 filament splicers and hated both. Absolute crap. I have tried as well. I have to figure out how to do a live stream so you guys can help me build this RC buggy. Yes, you can use your phone. Plug in your phone and stream from your phone. Sorry, it shouldn't be that funny, but that's funny. Get a 3D pen and get a 3D printing pen and give it to a kid to make things with the leftover filament. That's also true, yeah. That's a good idea. Wow, that got dark. Sounds like you need a filament splicer. Amazon has them for about $45. Yes, I've looked at a bunch of them. I used one that didn't work at all. Then I made my own that also didn't work. If you have an AMS, those would be useful for respooling. Yes. Had issues where cardboard spools are getting mangled in shipping, so I needed to respool, yeah. Printables had a contest a while back called a Last Meter. Hundreds of files to use a few feet. Yeah, I had that channel on my Discord, but nobody posted stuff except for Hero and me. I think there were like 2 or 3 posts. Keep them around, use them with pen, repair. Yeah, that's true. I have a pen, but it requires the other kind of PLA, the kind of that burns real low. That's why I use the last bits and rolls. The AMS is fun, different colors. Yeah. That would be a really cool use for the AMS. I just can't afford it. I've also had a nano printer. Ones that can use the filament nearly to the end of the roll. Oh, nice. Hey, Jeff, again, man, this stream, you guys are really doing something special with this stream. Really appreciate it. That's so kind of you. Welcome, everybody. Thank you. I melted my splicer and then burned the crap out of my hand. He's reading comments. Yes. Yeah, I had to scroll up to I missed a whole bunch. I'm sub. It's good stuff. Let's see some leaks. Let's see some leaks. Alright. We did this. Print head. That's where that spacer is for. Figure that out. Let's do that. Why are you not threading in? Oh, I need to squeeze it that much? Yeah, wow. Alright, we'll keep that loose. Bada bing, bada boom. We still chilling over here. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, what's next? What's next? So what's this showing here? Oh, this is if you clamp this while it was down. Right, so this has to be flat. Oops, sorry. This has to be flat when you're closing it. It can't be open. Like that. If you can clamp this down, but this won't work. This has to be pushed in, and this has to clamp it. Like that. Cool. Looks really nice. Feels nice, too. Alright, let's keep her moving. Teeth marks, yep, we'll do the anti-squish a little later. Alright, now we got the little fans. Blower fan. There she blows, it says. Orient the fan in such a way that the fan will blow into the cooling part ducts. She doesn't leak. Jesus. Had Zumi. I removed it because it wasn't being used. Same with the RC one that wasn't being used. There were a bunch. I was experimenting with the Discord. I made a bunch of them, but took them down. Hey, Thor. store Doja. So that's the mini stove burner, yes. Alright, let's see how these things slide in here. So we want the fan out, this be pointed down, and I guess this is just a friction fit. What am I missing here? This is like really friction fit. Alright, there's got to be a better way to do this. Or does it just... Do I just push it? I don't want to break anything. Oh, there it goes. So yeah, the answer to that was yes, you do just push it a lot. Okay, and there's even a click. So it has its own little slots that it goes into. Man, what a cool design. I feel like I've said that a lot. During the other build especially. Alright, that's one. This one goes this way. Do I do anything special with the wires? Should probably look that up. Is there anything fancy with the wires? Yeah, it just pushes into place. Okay, cool. Seems like you could use a metal tube, the same size as the filament, and a heater block in the center, then stick each end of the filament on each end of the tube while it's hot. Yeah, to some degree that's true. And let it cool down, pull the filament through. Nerve-wracking. Yeah, it is. You don't want to like break it, especially now that it's all together, you know? Watch for pinching those wires when you put the hot end in there. Okay, cool. Thank you. I'm guessing you're speaking from experience on that one. The little gutters for some of the wires. Alright. Okay, let's see. So this one goes downward this way, but outward like that. So this has to come out of there. There's no like clear indication of where this goes, but it looks like it'll be out of the way. So let me just untuck it. That. All right. Get this one in there. Oh, this one goes in there easier than the other one. Oops, I put it in backwards. Maybe that's why I was going in there so easy. This is going this way. Nope, still going in easy, so that's good. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's the gutter for the wire. I see now. Okay. I see now. You know, I have to do things a couple times sometimes. And that's okay. As long as you're not too judgy, then everyone's fine. Alright, so this wire goes in there, which means when I put this in this way, it goes like this, which is wild to me. It goes up and into this gutter. Jeez, what a crazy what a crazy thing to even think about. What a design challenge that is. Alright, I think... Okay, I see. This wire is like needs to be tucked out, being pinched. I was like, wait, this fan isn't flush. That's because, try to get it out a bit. There you go. These wires that are on the bottom have to kind of be tucked out of there, actually, because they have their own little slot. Push them out of the way. Now, see these tweezers? I use them literally all day. I need to do a video that a bunch of other people have done where it's like the tools that I use for 3D printing, because I feel like there's a couple tools that are just a must to have, and tweezers are definitely up there. Okay, there we go. Woo! Fiddly. Oh man, buffering? No. I hope not. Oh, hold on. Let me get back. Eating the last of the brownies I made last night. They're good, but I bet they aren't as good as ones made by Sumi. Watch her pitching those wires. Yep. Okay. Be right back. Cool. Your wires have a little pinch. Once in a while, a treat. Did the O2 kit use an umbilical? Yeah, I think it's called umbilical, where it has its own, has this board right over here. So yeah, it has a set of wires that go directly into the motherboard. Very easy wiring. My care feeder is running good, but doesn't like matte filament. But took off legacy, putting on under 5 plus, so I can put multiple with some purge. Interesting. With same purge. Okay. And you're using Clipper, I'm guessing, Jeff? Photo buffering? I hope I'm not buffering. Unfortunately, I have no control over that whatsoever, which is just, it's really a shame. Used to make some killer brownies back in the day when I was going to college. No, fantastic. Gonna make that shamrock butter. Berto, I just found Jonathan's review of the A1, but it's on Vimeo. Weird that that's listed public, along with the leak. Very sus. Yeah, you know, Jonathan is a professional. He's made a lot of extremely successful businesses. He knows what he's doing, guys. He knows what he's doing. He's not dumb. He's a very smart guy. Smarter than most. See how far he's climbed in 3D printing so far in such a short period of time. It's really amazing. So yeah, I'm not surprised. Marketing's crazy. Yes, you should do a tool thing. Well, it's gonna have 2 Hodos in it, but it's definitely gonna have these in there. I think this is this has been very useful. I also use this pretty much daily. It just takes your standard Allen keys that you get for free and makes a little printable, you know, thing that you can grab them. All right, let's see. Airflow direction. Yes, we did that. Oh, I have to do this fan first? Guys, I didn't read the instructions. Pretty on brand, don't you think? Maybe I should break out tweezers from now on. Yeah, tweezers are just an absolute must. I have 3 pairs and I love them. Matte filament is the bane of my existence. Really? Yes, Clipper and Happy here. V3 care feeder software. Alright, that's good to know. I gotta try it. Fan 1. This is fan 2. Okay, fan 2 is going to be blowing on the electronics later. So we need this fan 1. Is this also dual bearing? Ah, hydraulic. Why do a hydraulic? These things are dual ball bearing. This is hydraulic. This will be on more. My mother used to call them destructions. Nice. I do a lot of SMD soldering, so I got all the fancy toys. Nice. I don't have too fancy toys, but I've been, you know, over time collecting all the tools that have made assembling things and using things easier. And maybe I should share them. All right, so this is saying put this thing on the bottom and route them upward. Okay. Alright, so this fan has its own little area. How does that work? Okay, it just snaps in there. Neato. Interesting. And then this wire goes up and over. This is ridiculous to me. Alright, let's push that with the tweezer so that this can have its own channel, like that. So now, this fan goes like this, which shares that channel, which means I want to push these wires closer to me, so that when that fan goes in there, we can make those wires go closer to it. So I mentioned that this is wild. Alright, like that. This slides down. Wow. That's bonkers to me. This thing is tiny. And that just went in like butter. So, whoever designed this, hats off, sir or ma'am. The wiring, man, that's... Okay. Alright, you got it. Yeah, you did good. You did good. That's... I love it. I love it. The channel works perfectly. I've never seen that before. I have a couple boards that USB ports got yanked off. Oh, nice. I need to send them to you. Yeah, that'll be useful, huh? I'd get a good set of tweezer tips, just don't bend. Yeah, so, also, I know this is pricey. At least you can get 5% off with my Hodo coupon. These have a really nice set. They're so nice that I'm not even using them because I don't want to mess them up. I got like cheaper ones. So these have like a blunt tip, which means like they're not going to break. And then these have a curved upward pointy tip in case you need to get something and get a little leverage. So these are very nice. But yeah, I get it. Don't yell at me. I know it's pricey. I agree. Very nice, but pricey. Okay, got those in there. Blower fan is in. Wiring path, that's what I was amazed about. Print head, pancake stepper motor. Hey. Pancakes. Nice. Sounds good. Feels good. M3x10, just one. 3x6, M3x8. 10? 10, M3x10. I can't wait to save some money on a Trident. I love my V0 build. So just for fun, building a bigger printer is 100% worth it. Yes, building a printer is worth it. Until then, watching your live is just as fun. I wouldn't say it's just as fun. I'm sure you'd have a lot more fun building your own Trident. Right, I got a kit with like 8 tweezers. Nice. I think my enraged carrot feeder crushes down matte filament because it's softer than normal. No, I believe that. Farrah, did you get my SimRig stuff from Micro Center? No. Oh, did I get the SimRig stuff from Micro Center? So I'm planning on... No, so the rig itself I ordered directly from them. I wasn't aware that you could order that from Micro Center. I also bought seats today. Just some somewhat cheap seats from Amazon. But they look pretty cool. It's because we're buying everything in pairs, so I gotta kind of watch the prices. It's gonna be crazy amounts of money, technically. And then all of the PC stuff is coming from Micro Center, but we didn't get it. I'm gonna wait because it's just, you know, the PC is probably gonna be the last thing that we buy, because the PCs are gonna be the last thing we buy, because I know I know what we need. I know the components. It's the stuff, you know, the car, the actual thing, the components, all that stuff I don't know about yet. So I've held off on everything so far. So I'm waiting on the rig. It hasn't shipped yet. And the seats. My favorite tool is actually a scoring tool for making pottery. Oh, nice. My favorite tool is this for finishing any print off at all. This is the best. It even works on metals. And I've had it forever, and I love it. It's the best. Is the build process of a Trident or 2.4 is enjoyable? Yeah, it's definitely enjoyable. Yeah, I had a whole giant stream thing on it. I loved it. Oh, which is more enjoyable? I don't know. I don't have the 2.4. I hear they're very similar. I almost stole a pair from my dentist. The GTI Evo from Micro Center is like $600, but you can pick up from the stores. It's harder than the SimLab, but no shipping. Oh man, no, I already ordered everything. No regrets though, because it looks really cool. And the SimLab has a really nice monitor stand that's in it, a single monitor stand, because I want to do a single curve. And it's just really nice looking. I know that doesn't really mean much, but it's incorporated, so I figured I'll just buy it with that stand. I think the total was like 12 something. It was like $12.98 for two SimLab rigs. I kind of like that holder already. Got a WoW stick though. Yeah, if you have a WoW stick, you probably don't need this, but I bet this is a little bit more robust. I got pics. I'll post them after the stream. Cool. That's where the tool came from. Used by machinists. They don't seem to come in a left-hand version. Interesting. Trident easier to build, but 2.4 fun to watch too with gantry moving. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, Jeff would know. He has all of them. And multiples. Okay. Let's get this in there. So, does it say which way the wire needs to go? I'm guessing down. Let's see, this is the left side first. Okay. Why such a long bolt? Oh, right, because it's getting, what's it called on the sides? It's getting, standoffs. Alright, so I'll keep that loose for right now. Getting geared up. We're only slightly tightening this M3 for now. We'll be setting the proper gear mesh before fully tightening the motor on the rear of the print head. Okay? M3x10, are you sure? I literally just asked that. Yes, these screws need to have extra thread on the backside to attach spacers for the string and relief. If you're using a toolhead PCB, you still need the extra thread for the spacers. Alright, design with intent. The screw hole to the right of the motor plate has a slot, is slotted to allow proper gear mesh. Yes. Okay. M3x10 is inserting here. We will need to be loose. Alright, let's do it again. 10. Zoom me with the fact. I'm ordering parts for the Tridex. Ooh, Tridex. Tridex seems super cool. Are you converting a machine to Tridex, or are you building one just from scratch, Jeff? I actually really enjoy soldering a lot. I don't know why, but I love it. I think that if I started learning how to weld earlier in my life, I would have done a lot more of that type of stuff in my life. 'Cause I enjoy that too, but it's much harder and less needed for regular everyday hobby stuff. Alright, full new build. Nice. Man, you have a lot of space. Alright, okay, we got that. Print head, cool, we're opening that. Better to get your bifocals. Open up the extruder latch and drop the guidler down so you can freely rotate the 52 gear. On the next page, you'll be setting the proper gear mesh between the motor 10T pinion and the BMG 50 tooth gear. You will benefit from good lighting and some magnification, but that's not required. Wow. Alright, I have 20/20 vision. Let's see what it does for me. Adjusting the motor backlash. We'll need to adjust the motor amount of engagement between the motor pinion and the 50-tooth gear. With the latch and guide lever open, hold the print head at an angle that allows you to easily see and move the 50-tooth gear. Use your finger to manipulate the 50-tooth gear back and forth as you do, so rotate the motor down to the gear. As the two gears will begin to mesh, you will feel and see the play in the 50-tooth gear become less and less. Once you have the very small amount of movement, your gear meshing is set. Once you feel good about the gear meshing you have, snug up the two M3x10 BHCS. Snug up the two M3x10 BHCS in the next step, and make sure you still have some backlash after you have your screws tightened. Zero backlash will cause premature wear on the 50-tooth gear. Okay. So this one gets tightened, but loose, because we still need this thing to rotate. And then here, we are going to push this downward and check the backlash. Let's see, so that's none. Oh, sorry. That's none. If I push up, that's a lot. So none. Tiny amount. We want just the most minute amount. Let me start to tighten this, just so that it has some bite to it. Let's see how we are. Let's move it a little bit in. Too much in. Move it out just a hair. There we go. So you probably can't see that because, you know, streaming. But there's a tiny, tiny amount of play, like a tiny amount. So it's both not loose and not all the way in. And that should be perfect there. Go ahead and tighten. And tighten. Check. Yep. Okay, so you want, like I said, you want that tiny little bit play. It's very, very tiny. Okay, put this in. Clamp that down. What a good looking little thing. Just looks nice. Let's see. Loosey goosey, yeah. Girlfriend took over 5 printers. Really? That's cool. All right, I think I've been surprised every single time you've said something about your girlfriend liking 30 printers. She's always printing on both. My chitty, both switch wires and 0G Mercury 1. Man. All right. Let's keep a moving. By the way, it looks like we have about 45 minutes left in the giveaway. There's a giveaway pinned to the top of the chat. There's 33 people in, so pretty good chances to win. All you have to do is answer what is your favorite 3D printing accessory and why. And then we'll go from there. And once again, let's take a peek. Birdo, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, we did that. Yes. Better safe than sorry. After tightening down these 2 screws, be sure to recheck. Yeah, we did that. So there's no surprises next time you come to push plastic. Okay, so we are here. Actually, I would love to know if there's like an actual name for this hot end. Does anyone know? Alright, so we got, is this thermal grease? Yes, we got thermal grease, and I'm going to use it because I want to put on this guy. And before I put this guy on, Oh, I read the question wrong, so my answer don't make sense. Well, we'll know. We'll know if it's you if the answer is whack. So one of the things I wanted to do was check if I have my bimetallic ones that fit this. I think I do. Where are you? Got nozzles. Here they are. Should probably get a little more organized at some point. I have stuff everywhere. Alright. This is my heat brakes. And I think I'm going to need one of these shorties. Although I think these shorties are too thick. Let's see. This one might be good. Yep, that's good. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I throw a bimetal in there? Or stick with... So this bimetal one's different. This one is for the... Whoops. This one is for the Flying Bear Go 6. See how it's flat on top? This one has a part for the tube to kind of go into, which is probably better. What do you guys think? Maybe just stick with the titanium. I don't think I have any more. Yeah, these two that I have are different. They're too thick. They're from a Sprite, Reality Sprite extruder. I think I'll just stick with the titanium. It'll be all right. Yeah, I'll just stick with the titanium for now. Alright, so let's see how this works. It looks like there is a little grub screw on this hot end. Yep. This thing weighs nothing. You know what I noticed? It actually has a very similar... come on, focus. There you go. It has a little similar triangular pattern on the front there. There we go, right there. As the dragonflies do. I wonder if it's the same. I wonder if it's by Fysetc. Let's see. We need adjustable wrench and a nozzle wrench, which are where? That's another thing I need to print. I need to print the little thing that holds nozzle wrenches. Yep, this has a little PTFE in there. Definitely won't need that. This is a nice, well, I don't know if that's a good thing necessarily, but this thing's super heavy. I do have a CHT. Let me see something real quick. Nope, nope, no mods, no mods. Just run it how it should be. Right? So I can do a review and then we can mod it. Alright, so let's get some thermal paste. First, let me not put them on the threads, right? No, we have to put them on the threads. Some of that boron. Where's Nathan at? He would comment right now on this boron nitrate. Which way is down and which way is up? Did somebody tell me actually? Because I legit don't remember. Is the bolt down or up? I think it's down. I think it should be like that. Well, the hot part should be closer to the bed or further from the bed. I think it should be down so that you can do maintenance. Yeah, there's like a little divot in here. So yeah, I'm thinking Allen key down, right? Thermal mass, I would think, is a good thing. Yeah, but if you're trying to go fast, the ceramic ones are just better. I messed up the first time with the Flying Bear Reborn 2. I didn't know if a pull nozzle heat brake just comes right out and bent my brake. Ah. Yeah, that's the worst. I think I'm just going down. I think it's this way. What hot end is that? I say screw down. Yeah, it's screw down. I don't know what hot end this is, but I'm guessing based on this pattern that you can kind of see in the light right there, that it is a Fysetc hot end. It's pretty standard stuff, but I'm putting in an all metal heat brake that was available. It looks like it's coated and very heavy. So anyone following along, you probably all know this, but you can put the nozzle all the way in. Unscrew that a bit. All the way in, and then undo it about a full turn, like that. And then you tighten the heat brake all the way, and then you now tighten that nozzle. And that should be perfect. And that's actually too much of a gap. So I'm gonna back up and rotate that just a hair more, and then put that in, and then tighten. And we're gonna do quite the robust pull on it. I know it's cold. We're supposed to do this hot. And there we go. Should be okay. And now that's about the gap that I like to put in there. So come on. Come on, camera. It does take forever, huh? Anyway, you can kind of see there's a gap right there. That's what we like. Alright, and now we're going to do more thermal pasting. For that kind of conductivity. Or is this their tornado? I don't know. I don't know what they want to call this thing. To be completely honest with you. I mean, it does have a couple design cues that are familiar with the Fysetc. Like, for example, if you look on the inside of the fins, let's see, there we go. See how it's a cone shape? The Dragonfly has that same design, and it has an orange. But I don't know if it's a clone or what. Make sure this thing's flat. There we go. Alright, flat, in. No, we're not ending yet, song. Allen key down. Okay, cool. Alright. Next. Hey, look at that. We can do the Creality hot end. That's cool. I've had it forever, never got to use it. It's cool that they have a thing for it. Hobson's choice. Alright, M3x8s. 3x6, M3x8. Zumi does love her tanks. Definitely. Alright, so we got this guy. I guess sometime very soon I'm gonna have to get the rest of the wiring and stuff. Which direction does this thing go into? Heater forward? Yes. Yep, okay, heater forward. Alright, so let's tighten these for now. How are they gonna fit in there? They're not even close. Yeah, how is that supposed to fit in here? That's not gonna fit in there. These aren't even close. I'm gonna have to drill through that. Do I have a big enough drill bit here? Because I don't have my drill. Oh, man. No way around that. I'm gonna have to go upstairs. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to force that in there. Let me make sure that I have the right hardware. And 3x8 and 3x8. Yeah, this printed piece, those holes are too small. I'm not gonna be able to get this in there. The rest does fit really nicely though. Like that fitment is very nice. Phone died, I'm back. Nice. Beta style usually M2.5. Oh. Yeah, I guess this might be their own. Also, plot twist, ballistic. These are 2.5. These M3s don't fit. 2.5 by 8. You're right. I was just following the thing, but they wouldn't have gone in the first place. And did they include that hardware? It looks like they might have right here. What would I do? What would I do if you weren't here? Ballistic. And it looks like right above him, Arthur is trying to tell me too, and I'm just not listening. Thank you guys. Hey Serge, how you doing?
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
No, Siri. That's because I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
Okay. Man, all these companies that do Voron stuff need to implement a full document like I am looking, but for their own. Like, I don't care if they take a bunch from this, just edit it. This is confusing. You have to do so much prep. Sensitive and needy, yeah. Order a pizza. Thank you guys for the hardware tip. I would have been drilling through this thing and then realizing that they don't go into the hot end because the hot end threads are too small, and then realizing that there'd be different hardware, and then regretting doing the drilling. That would have been the order of events. Alright. Let's get this thermal into the trash. Don't need that anymore. Don't need this guy. We'll hold on to it. And the Heat break. Alright, we don't need this and this anymore. Let's clean that up. I did the same thing on my Flying Bear Voron V0.2. Messed up my extruder plate. Man. Too easy. Too easy to do. Alright, now we need the PTFE tube. And that tool wherever I managed to put it. I think since I printed it, I probably would have put it into my prints thing right here. Let's hope I did. Yep. What time we got? What time we got? 11:30. All right, so just under 30 minutes left in our giveaway. Guys, if you're just joining in, I'll be giving away a spool of filament thanks to our sponsor, 3D Max. There is a giveaway link pinned at the top of the chat. So jump into there. All right. Tubing. We get blue tubing. And a whole heap of it. Just double check. Yep. Okay. I do have a specific cutter, but we'll just use a blade. So, according to the instruction, 6mm or this wonderful tool. What a cool idea. Everybody enter the rigged giveaway. Alright, so sure that that's definitely in there. Yep. Alright, let's cut it. Easy peasy. Just clean up the edges here. Why is that not totally flat? Let's get this thing back on here. Alright, let me cut it from the other end too. There we go, that's what I want. That's flush. There we go. There we go. Okay. Another thing done. Had success with my first PETG print. Nice. Windows has STL repair in Windows 3D. Really? That's kind of neat. Good old Winders. Alright, what we got next? What we got next? So, this goes in this way. Gotta make sure these wires are flush. Like that. Man, this thing feels awesome. Sucks to hear about the cooling. It seems like this is a really, really good hot end assembly. I mean, that is so compact and just robust. The fans are nice. Like the path of the air is perfect. I'm thinking after I print with this a while, I'm gonna put that CHT hot block on there. Yep. Okay, so 2 fans. Yeah, I mean, auxiliary fan would fix this, you know? Alright. We need M335s. 2 of them. And these are going in from here? That's weird. So they don't thread into anything, or they just thread into plastic? Let's get the big boy Hodo for this. This is a job for the big dog. What a just mammoth. This thing's a beast. Woo! This thing will snap your wrist if you're not careful. Alright. Don't know how much I have to. It is definitely just plastic. That's okay, it's not moving anywhere. For ABS, the fans mainly just limit super fast printing in my experience. Right. Those will screw into the front of the X carriage. Wait, they can go deeper? It didn't look like they could. Unless we're just putting these 35s in there temporarily or something. What? They go deeper? Did I get the right screws out? Oh, you big dummy. I'm an embarrassment to this hobby. I got other 25s, not 35. That's why I was so confused. I was like, these don't go all the way through. They just thread into plastic. Does it make a bit more sense as to what I was talking about? 35. 35. 35. There we go. That not only pushes all the way through, but now there's actual visible space. Just took most of my mini SB apart. They're pretty fresh in my brain. Oh, okay. Alright. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. For the manyth time. I appreciate that. Alright, let's get this little rig out, and I can finally zoom out a bit. Alright. Oh, also, I never cut these down. Go ahead and do that. Yeah, I left them on there I don't remember what the reason was. But those are cut. The nuts are in place. Okay, problem. Was I supposed to have the these things going up? I was. I can see it right there in the instructions. I can see it right at the top there. Horrible. I should really like pay more attention. That would probably help me out. At least I know how to do it very fast. You can work with them down. I'll just do it how the instructions say. Because it feels like the screw is going to be in the way, and I'll just do it right. Alright, we'll open this up again. Let's get this one in there. So yeah, I think this build is a little bit more finicky than the Trident, but I don't think it's more difficult. I think it's just different. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. The other one was not. It was. I had many questions just like this. Wow, I got that luckily correct right away. As in the mesh. I just feel like this one is different. Yeah, perfect. Okay. You'll have to screw through the carriage into that little nut so those wires can be in the way on the bottom. Way on the bottom. Okay. Yeah, there we go. This looks better. The wires are not right there by that screw. As in like this back screw that's gonna go in. This just feels better. Alright, so get this in there. Definitely don't want to over tighten this. If you hear a little cracky crack, it's probably too late for you. Alright, fan. There's little zip tie areas for the fans because they thought about every single little possible thing. Cool. Careful tightening those. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking, literally. Like, man, that seems like you gotta go real light on them. Because that can snap that little carriage and then Bob's your uncle. This guy, M316. This is what I was saying. This one will be in the way of the wires. Well, the wires would be in the way. I'm sure you can put them in, but that's okay. Now we have a little antenna. Alright, we'll use the mini Hodo for here. Oh, yeah. Sweet! The Cheaty Max is 553 square. That key table I used that you showed off back is 22 inches square, which is 558. Wow. 5 millimeters. That's pushing it. That's good. That fits. That fits. The rubber feet won't move. Man, that thing is huge. Alright, so I'm assuming I'll do the zip ties later and not right this second, because they're like, they're doing that thing where I can't like unfixate. Strain relief spacer. So, I'm guessing we're putting on the other kind of spacers on here now. I guess I need to tighten that with something. The mighty Fertile! Birdo, king of the Vorons. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm assuming instead of that little backplate thing, which I don't even have, I'm assuming this PCB goes there. Facing up. I hope so. It looks like it does. And then this cover will go all over that, like that. Perfect. That looks so good. It's so clean. And then this wire, technically speaking, I can like sneak it down like this. Okay, I'll turn that around so you guys can see. Technically, it should be like that. And then what am I attaching it with? In 3x8s. Some people like to heat shrink those spacers so they're not brass looking. I kind of like it. I think there's a printed piece. There is printed pieces. It kind of looks cool. I don't know. Here, I'll show you. It looks good with the red. I kind of like it. At least at the moment. Alright, doing this backwards is going to be interesting, but it's fine. Sharpie? No, I like it. I'm going to leave it. Also, these feel too long. They are too long. I'll do the 6 mils. These can stay because they are going into a standoff. Standoffs are threaded usually all the way through. Yeah, these are 8s. Because the cover looks like it's thick on the bottom there. But this PCB is not thick. I'm back. Internet really sucks. Hey, I can relate to the internet sucking thing. For some reason, my Fios has been all kinds of spotty lately, and it's very frustrating because they can't do anything and I can't do anything. I forgot this Hodo has that torque stopping feature like the big one. So it just clicks and stops. That's nice. Alright, so that's cool. I like that little thing right there. And this doesn't have to reach over anything, and it can just be clipped and we'll be done with it. Perfect length. Can we go the other way on it maybe? Because there's less stuff in the way? Less plugs? Nah, it'll be fine. Cool. I'm digging it. Now what is this? Oh, cable management. Oh, through there. Oh. Why didn't they tell me that earlier? Obviously, there you can't put the wire there with the connector. What? That's whack. Gotta take it off. That's whack. I think there's a printed piece between the PCB and the motor. There is, but not with, Wait, I don't have one. I don't have one. Yeah, I did. Well, I finished the stock version, and then I had a problem with the wiring, and now I for the Trident, I got a whole box of parts to install, and I just haven't had a break to do it. So I have to install a bunch of parts on it. But yeah, it's done. It prints amazing. But I want to redo all the wiring. What's up with the F's? F's in the chat for Ferdo. What happened? What'd I miss? Toolhead spacer with strain relief. I do not have said printed part. Yeah, I mean, I see it right there. You doing stuff backward? I do stuff backwards. Forwards is boring. Oh, taking it back apart? Okay, I deserve it, I deserve it. I've done that a lot. I've done it a lot, that's okay. Luckily, it's me doing it, not you guys. Yeah, I don't have that part, but nothing is touching, if that's the worry. What would you need a piece there for? Oh, isn't like there would have been space for the connector to fit? No, it doesn't look like it would have been. But I'm not worried about it, this looks fine. I'll put it on like this now, and then if I need to, just like I have many times so far in this build, I'll do it off stream, and then talk about it. Ah, I've watched your last stream. Yeah, I've done it. I won't deny it. Also, I'm gonna have to take it off later anyway. Because there's going to be, once everything is wired, there's this cover. So... Wait, those wires going through here don't do this. They don't do this. Because that's for non-umbilical. I have a PCB here. They don't go upward. This one does. This does not, and this does not. Hey Brian, did you have to shorten these? Wires will come out of the top, and generally you want them tied down to something. Yeah, it sounds like I'm going to be printing a part. Duct tape, zip tied, yes. Sounds like I'll be printing a part. Would you like some custom metal business cards, laser engraved with your new name on them to give out in the... Yes, Randy, coming through for the memes. It's funny because there would only be literally a handful of people that would know what's happening. And most of them are in the stream right now. If not all of them are in the stream right now. I tucked some excess wire between the PCB and motor. Okay, okay. Yeah, as I was gonna say, like, it seems like these wires are gonna be pretty long. We'll figure it out. Figure it out. Yeah, there's space like that. Alright, so let me rotate so I can see how to plug some of the stuff in. I know you guys won't see much. Official business card with the name spelled wrong. 56. It looks like there's a couple more minutes left, ladies and gents, in the roll filament. Oops. What is your favorite 3D printing accessory and why? All you have to do is answer that. There's 3 minutes left. 35 people have entered, which might be one of the lowest numbers for entry. So, really good chance for getting some filament. Also, don't I have to put a heatsink on one of these things? Also, I didn't put on. I gotta take this thing off. I gotta take it off because I didn't put the hot end doesn't have the thermistor or anything on it because it wasn't in the instructions. What was it Ron Burgundy who just reads from the prompter? Your PCB looks quite different than mine. Oh yeah, possible. Yeah, I'm thinking, don't I need to put a heatsink on here? But I guess some of these don't need heatsinks. Alright, not this. Right here, we need this. And we need this heater. Which also means... Yeah, which also means that I need to get that thermal paste from my trash can. PCB is made for the catalyst especially. Anchorman, yeah. They ship that toolhead PCB with every catalyst board. Okay, cool. Did you already do a screw from the back? Yeah, I did. Alright, so I gotta take that whole thing off. Let's do that. Let me get that thermal paste out of my trash can. And let's get back to work. I got 2 more minutes. Here's the deal, everybody. You know how I like making you all wait when I finish up that last bit? I'm gonna make you wait. I won't make you wait long. But I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna get this hot end off with just 3 screws. And then we'll go from there. It's definitely my internet because the TV is long. Yeah, I mean, I can't see any issues on my end here. Also, this does not have. It has an ADXL, but it doesn't have a motor thing on it. Now that I think about it, the extruder stepper driver is not on here because the catalyst board has it there because it's umbilical. So that's good. Competition has ended, I have just been told. So it looks like 35 of you have entered, and I will choose a winner very shortly. Hoto, where are you? Man, the torque is just craziness. Just like that, that tool head comes off. That's great design. Great design. Now the question is, should I just try to do it while it's on here? No, let's do it right. So, can I push these out? The answer is yes. Alright, slip this bad boy out of here. Also, I guess the question I have is, which side do I put the thermistor and heater on? Also, this literally says dragon on it, by the way. Like P dragon, Fysetc dragon. Alright, so let's see which side. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. Nothing here has a side like that. So let's make it go. Let's make it go on this side, closer to me, because there's less other wires. All right. Where's that thermal? Where'd that thermal be? Almost done, guys. Almost done. I will pick as soon as I have this in there. You saw there's just a couple screws. As you remember, I always just like to have it so the majority is ready. And then I will pick as a reward for myself and for you. Alright, thermal paste activated. Let's get that heater in there. Slip it in there, spin it real good. Get it even like that. Make sure the wiring can bend. I want it right in the center. There we go. Wipe up the extra. Tries to escape. Alright, now we have this little tiny set screw. And I need a little tiny Allen right here. Loosen that. Get this guy in there. Similar deal. Spin it. Get it in there. Put it in flush. Try to hold it. And rub it. You don't want this one too tight, but it's got to hold it. But you don't want to puncture anything. Let's clean it up. Alright. Cover her up. Ba-boom! Alright, now we're good. You ever hear that Fysetc now sells custom powder PI sheets for the V0? No. What do you mean custom powder? Alright, I'm going to slip this back in. What's holding me up? There it goes. Whatever it was, I got through it. I guess I'll find out later if something doesn't work. Alright, wires tucked in. This wire, let's put this wire first because thermistor. Thermistor, then heater, then these, and I'm actually going to zip tie this side. But the smallest zip tie I got. And I'll show you them in 1 second. There we go. So nice and compact. Really, really digging that. Look how clean that is. So everything just comes up. There's a little place for a zip tie. I might as well get the other one real quick. Alright. Snip, snip. Look at that. So clean. This thing is so cool. The fact that this is mostly 3D printed is just cool. Alright, here's the other question. And I'm not sure if I got this right or not. I think I looked it up last time when we were looking. Does this part come out back like that, or does it go forward? I have a feeling I have it right. Yeah, because then it would be by the fan. I'm assuming this is correct. It doesn't matter for the nozzle being in the same place. So I guess if that's the case, this being back is okay. Never mind. I'll just keep it the way it is. That's fine. Alright, let's get those big long screws back in, and then we're going to do the giveaway. With sensorless homing, it's important that none of those wires hit the rails. Okay. I'll check. Yeah, that's what I need to do on the Trident. I want sensorless homing just to get rid of all that stuff. Sensorless is a pain in the butt, is it? What just happened? Did I strip that screw? Wires in the way or something? No. Okay. Whew. Gotta watch it with this Hodo, man. Gotta use the Hodo Mini. Alright, so is anything touching? No. No touchy. Anything touching here? No. Okay, so no touching, which is nice. Now we can try to get this thing back on. Almost home, everybody. Almost home. I've missed so much of the chat when doing this. I can't even get up there. What are we at? 2:10? Or I'm 10 minutes behind. That's not that bad. I'm sure I'll take this apart like 10 more times. Alright, and then after I pick the winner, I'm going to plug everything in just to complete it. I guess if that's the case, I shouldn't do this part either, since there's a case that goes on. Right? I should just wait. Let's get those back out. Let's put these back in. Still looks pretty clean. Oh, it's super clean. It's gonna be awesome with everything plugged. So essentially, all this will just populate in that little PCB in whichever way, like this. And then, to make it even cleaner, there's a cover that covers everything. It's gonna look superb. Alright, let's do it. Let's do the giveaway. Browser view. Alright, as per usual, I'm going to go to my other window. And I'm going to hit winner unpicked. We are going to draw the winner. One winner, draw. Winner has been picked. Announce winners and widget. Announce this. Announce. Alright, the winner is Lelzy. I thought it was Leslie, but it's not. I'm sure you get that a lot, unless you spelled your name wrong, which I doubt, but Lelzy, you have won a roll of filament. I see you are in the United States, so that's good. And I see your email. Congratulations, Lilzy. Are you in the chat? You have to be present to win. As always, I'll give you about 5, 6, maybe 7 minutes to claim Papa. Come on, Papa. I didn't believe you last time either. Is it you? I don't remember your name last time. No way. Is it you again, for real? I vaguely remember. I don't retain these type of things. Hold on. Oh, let me check my records. I don't have that email. Did you put a new email in? Oh no, I see you. I see you in here. Look at that. Twice. I remember you were shocked. I remember that you were shocked that you won last time. Yeah, no, you don't need to confirm any further. I looked into my emails when we last talked, and that is the same email and the location. So, congratulations. Papa won again. No, it is you. It's you. What do you mean if it's me? What do you mean if it's me? Oh, that's good stuff. Yeah, lotto tickets for everybody. Well, either way, Papa, who you give it to, that's up to you. You know, just like last time, you remember my email. Shoot me an email. You won fair and square. That's how this works. It's random. 35 entries only. You know, that's pretty good chances of you winning. I'm paying it forward. That's up to you. We can chat about that in the email. You don't have to do that in the chat. But for now, congratulations, you won. You have my email already, so I don't need to explain that to you. So shoot me an email. I swear by everyone here, I tried it. Nice. Cool. Well, that's exciting. You know, for me, repeat winners are fine. You're literally here, you know, all the time through the entire time of the live streams. So, you know, I'm excited about giving away filament to those that support me like that. So, you deserve it. Yeah, it sounds like we're gonna have multiple winners today, which is pretty cool. Papa, did they ever send you the previous win? It might be too early for them to send stuff. Oh, because they usually wait until they send a bunch of them. But either way, congratulations on the win. You know, make sure you shoot me an email, and if I don't get back to you tomorrow, I'll do it as soon as I can. But we'll get whatever, wherever. Yes, I got it in a couple days. Oh, perfect. Papa's always here. He's the bomb. I know he's always here. That's what I'm saying. I don't mind. I don't mind the repeat. All right, let me plug everything in. You know, I'm still gonna stick around for a little bit, not much, but a little bit. It's already 12:16. I kind of just want to plug everything in, put the cover on, and just kind of call it, you know. Let me see if I can have it in some direction that will allow me to still be able to see. All right, so for this, I need a tiny little flathead here. Let me put these back. Gotta go enjoy the stream. I enjoyed having you here. Thank you. Turn the air down. That thing's blasting me in my face. What was I doing? Flathead. I need a little tiny flathead. And these plug in from the bottom. So it looks like I'm gonna need my tweezers for this. Mr. Big Finger over here. Come on, there we go. One. Come on, there it goes. And two. No touching. Don't be touching. Alright, I see. Yeah, so this can go up like that into this little channel over here. And this little box, a little cover, has little channels on the side. So that's where all the wiring is going to go. Neato. Alright, that's that one. I'm going to actually unplug this because it'll be the last one to be plugged in. Alright, here we have fan 0. Is this labeled easily for me? This says HF fan. That says PF fan. So part cooling fan, hot end fan. The zeros are obviously part cooling fans. So that's on the bottom. Here's one. Like that. This one, 0 fans. I love that everything's labeled. It's so convenient. This goes like that. Fan 0, fan 0. This should be fan 1. Fan 1 is our hot end, which is H fan. Goes there. Okay. And now we have the thermistor. TE, where does that go? So that says X stop. This one says TC. So TC is our thermistor. I'm guessing it's thermocouple on the board, but thermistor. Plug that in. Alright, that's all that. Now this guy. And we're gonna have central combing, so that's not needed. And then this should plug in above all that. Like that. Voila! Girthy finger. Fedro, the girth finger. Ferdo. I keep saying Fedro. Ferdo. Ferdo, the girth finger. Seems like folks are burning up their boards, changing out the hot end. Seems like you should have the printer unplugged before changing it. Yes. Yep. TC or TE? This says TC. Yeah, it says X stop, and then it says TC, and the wire is TE. I'm guessing TC is thermocouple or something. How does this cover have enough space for all of this stuff? It's not even close. Like, I have to bend all this quite a bit. D&D character. I have to bend all this quite a bit for this to fit in this cover. Let's see what I can muster. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's doable. They will all bend up in there like that. Wah! Oh, wrong one. There's no other end. There's no other place I can put it, Brian. So it's the only one. X stop is obviously not the right plug. And since there's not many plugs, process of elimination. All right, so this should sneaky its way onto here somehow. We have to find a way to shove all this wiring in there, which is pretty ambitious, to be honest. Especially this one on the bottom here. There's just barely enough space. I guess they don't want to make it look too bulky, but they definitely should have, I think. Alright, let's check what I'm doing over here. This might be the reason right here. Okay, let's undo that. So these wires have to go crazy upward for that to function. I might not put this cover on there. I might do something else. This is really some next level squishery going on. I mean, that has to go here. This one has to go this direction. Yeah, I don't like it. The wiring diagram says TE. Sometimes TC can refer to thermistor chamber. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the only spot. Hey Ferdo, you mentioned some kind of dragon you were printing once. I love dragons. Is it a moving type? Yes, it is moving. There's a ton of them. Like Zumi just said below, there's a ton of them. If you type in articulating dragon, you'll find a lot. Feder, yeah. Or Ferdo. But I have another dental appointment in the man. Yeah, you go ahead. Yeah, pop one of those 800s and we'll see ya. Good luck with that appointment. I have one coming up as well. If so, you got a link to the STL. There's just too many. There's too many links. There's a lot of free ones, so don't get discouraged if you're finding a lot of paid ones. Kind of lame, they don't have any pics or docs for this process. I agree. Their video is different and out of date. Yep, I know. It's a bummer. They did better with the Trident, I feel like. Or maybe the Trident just didn't have too many differences. Yeah, this is, yeah, I don't like how much of these wires I have to squish, but also it's only happening because of their heat sinks, and I mean heat shrink, and this heat shrink is extremely valuable because it tells you what each wire is. So technically, it's like a double-edged sword type of scenario that's happening. Alright, so let's see if I managed to get that in there. Yeah, like I feel like this little thing needs a remix. It needs to be a little bigger. It needs to be just a little bit bigger so that you don't have to shove this much. There we go. Okay, I think I got it. But I'm not very happy about it. Now I'm going to be even more unhappy if I need longer hardware. I'm going to need significantly longer hardware. Man, can I keep this together somehow? No. Alright. Man, that's a bummer. Alright, let's figure out the hardware first, and then try it again. So, hardware's got to be really long. Yeah, like longer than this 14. These are 12. What are these from? They're not labeled. That's too long. 16. There we go. It's gonna be these. What time we got? 12:30. All right. I'll just try to finish this up. Yeah, there we go. This should be okay. Alright, so those were M3 by 16. And now I'm just hoping that I'm going to be able to get those things tucked back in again, the wires. Alright, let's try it. Okay. Okay, all these wires go into this little channel. Yes, yes. That's good. Alright, and on this side. Don't escape, little wire. Get back in there. Wow, this is now this is fiddly. This is of the most fiddly. Like, you gotta be in a weird position to try to get this in there. It's awkward. It's not quite right. You're like squishing wires to a PCB. This is a weird one. I guess once it's in there, and you don't have to worry about it ever, but it should just be bigger. Alright, now I gotta try to align this bottom. Alright, I got that side. What about this side? Alright, thermistor, good. Another clamp, okay, there we go. Alright, I think I got it all. I don't have it tightened yet, but I'll show you guys in a second. Okay, wow, that's kind of nuts actually. Alright, so here's this side. Nothing is too tight, nothing is being pulled. Everything goes from zip tie into the little channel. Here's this side, same thing. In here, in the little channel. I think it's good. That's good, that's good. Good, good. Let me get that plug. See what that feels like. This guy. Is there anything cheaper? Voron 1.1, but cheaper. Yeah, the KP3S. Nothing Core XY like this. But the only closest smaller machine is the King Rune KP3S. I guess it's the same size as the Ender. What's this? The Cantilever Ender. The Prusa Mini. Not quite this small. This is really small. Like, really small. Alright, I don't think there is a side to this. If there is, it's not labeled. Or keyed. Just want to see if there's space for this, and there is. Looks like it'll just, I just gotta push down violently and then it'll click. Or did it already click? I think it did. Can I unclick it? Good question. Yep. Okay, so that's that. That's the hot end. Yeah, I mean, they did a good job with this little case because of how compact and clean that looks. Aha! Found an issue. What are we hitting? We're hitting the hardware. Yeah, it's definitely hitting the hardware. How does that work? There's no way that, like, that's enough. So hold on, this going all the way back. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can sand that a bit. It is hitting plastic. This side is hitting way more. That needs quite the trim to be correct. It even hits the hardware. Yeah, okay, so just so you guys can see, this bolt right here, these two are hitting. See, so this is flat, both sides. And we go over here, we're hitting that bolt with the plastic in the middle. And if I go over here, we're hitting it with everything here on this side. Right there, you see that impact? Right there? So that's gonna be a problem. It's gonna go to home and then crash. So that's a problem. I wonder what does it? Is it the rail being in a slightly different spot because of the X gantry? Is it the cover just being too big and being in the way? Because it is bulky back there. Obviously, without the cover, that wouldn't be a problem at all. Can that bolt be removed? Probably not. I guess it can be removed and trimmed. Like, you can trim off that little that hat. Like, you can sand it down. For me, it doesn't crash. Did you fully screw in the screws? I'm gonna try a little more. Yeah, I mean, it crashes by a lot. It crashes by... Yeah, I mean, this whole screwdriver goes in between there. So, that's quite a lot. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tighten that. And if there was another piece that I'm missing, like between the PCB, that part would push this even further. See ya, GM. Falling asleep at the keyboard. Birdo. Fednor. Fender. I like it. See ya, guys. Or see ya, GM. Yeah, just because of the cover, yeah. Yeah, it definitely hits. Is it a crash? Or are you supposed to put your stops out a little bit further? So it uses sensorless homing. There's no stops. So there's nothing I can adjust there. And the gantry hits flat across on both, so that part is correct. You know, plastic, I can just shave that down, but those bolts, it actually hits the two bolts. I mean, it looks like the crash is... I'll show you guys from there. You can't see it from there. You see this side? Yeah, maybe. Try to point to it right here. So, the crash is pretty bad to the point where I would say it looks like halfway through the bolt is where it hits, which is a lot. I mean, I guess I can remove that maybe. Can't quite make out what's hitting what. So there's these two bolts right here and right there. So this one, this bolt, that's external. This bolt is hitting the bottom of the cover on the back here. It's hitting these two. Also those two bolts. Oh, here we go. Here's a good angle. Here. Bam. So there's contact right there. Right there. It hits like all the way. It hits the screws and like, yeah, even the screws are hitting like metal on metal. Maybe the bolts are too long. I don't think they can be too long because these are butting down against the plastic. These, however, I mean, these weren't even threaded. I wonder if I have the wrong ones in here. But without them, yeah, without them, perfect. No audio? What do you mean? We lose audio? Oh, okay. These two, these are kind of into something. Not much. I wonder if I have the wrong ones in there, which is hilarious. I would not be surprised whatsoever. Could have easily pulled from the wrong bag or something. Let me see if this has something to do with it. I doubt it. Tighten it down. And I will take this out. Put in the longer ones as well. I have a feeling that I just pulled the wrong hardware out of the bag for these. They should have been 35s, and I bet you I took the 20, either 30s or 25s or something. Or 40s. Is it 40s? Nope, 35s. Yeah. Now they go into the threaded inserts. And 330. I think I have 35s in there now. I'll measure it in a second. Remember you read off about some screws that are not tightened until you did something? Yeah, probably. Alright, and then yeah, so these, let me measure them. Manual says M3 by 30. Yeah, they're M3 by 30s, but they don't thread into anything. These actually thread into the inserts. What did I put in? 35s. Let me check if these smaller ones will still do it. Wait, I was just putting in 30s, right? Yeah, I mean, look, it falls all the way in. The 30's too short. Yeah, there's nothing to... There's only like one... It only catches on like one thread. Yeah, that's it. And this one's huge. Is there a middle ground somewhere? I guess not. These are 30s. These are 35s. That's it. I don't know. Either way, I have the longer ones in there now, and that doesn't push them down any further. Yeah, they still make contact. So that's not... It's irrelevant and not the problem. Just drive it home. Yeah, like push them down into the plastic. Would work, actually. If they weren't there, it'll clearly work. I'll keep everything the way it is, and I'll do some research off stream and see what's up. But as of right this second, that part hits, and it's just the cover, which means I could remix the cover, I could sand the screws, I can ask them to see if they've had this type of issue. Lots of options. Or I can remove these screws that I just put back in, because these these are right next to it that drive into the 1515. These go from the top all the way down into the motor. So it wouldn't be that crazy to remove this. Use countersunk. I mean, I don't have countersunk screws that long, but yeah. Yeah, if I just drill through that a tiny bit, I could just put the cap in. But yeah, countersunk would solve that issue. I don't have anything quite that long. Maybe I might. Let's check. The question is, though, not what the fix is. The question is, why is the problem happening? Also, I'm like falling asleep. It's probably time. But this will be the last thing. I'll check it and check this, and then we're gonna cut it. Yeah, these are all huge. They're not M3s. Yeah, I don't really have that many countersunk screws. Maple Leaf Makers built this kit, I think. Yeah, they did. Yeah, I saw a video. Remove the cover, put the screw in to see if it reaches the outside of the hole it's going in. Blame Canada because of the maple leaf. Well, you know, I'll figure this out a little later. But yeah, because it looks like this very evenly hits the back, which is good. And then when this goes back, it's just the cover. So, and the cover couldn't, the standoffs, for example, couldn't be any closer. That wouldn't make sense. So what else can it be? I don't know. Ooh, I think I see. No, that'll make it even lower. Oh, I think the cover on the back is in a funky spot. Like I'm pinching something. Which, with the amount of wires that's in there, you can't be surprised. Alright, let's take this cover off. What time we got? 48. Alright, let's take the cover off, take a look one more time. And then we'll call it. I'll figure it out. All night, I'm dreaming big boy showing up soon. Nice. They have the cover on as well. Maybe requires different tool head when using the gantry. I don't know. Yeah, good night, Grey Wolf. Alright, let me take a look at what's happening here. Overtime in the stream. Yeah, just wanted to get this in. Looks like the wires were all okay in terms of their placement. Nothing is being pinched. Nothing looks funky in there. I don't know. I don't think that was really a problem. Yeah, they're screwed in tight. Nothing is weird there. Yeah, I don't think I can go tighter. It's gotta be the cover itself. Because technically it's just plastic. What I mean by that is this part is just, the bottom is just plastic, and then how much screw comes out is also a matter of just the amount of plastic. Yeah, these are all 35s. So technically speaking, if that little bottom was made with a little bit of a chamfer, and then the plastic was moved a little bit so that the hardware is out of the way, that would be done. And so I can just do that. Yeah, I could just edit that and reprint it. But that's definitely correct. It kind of looks like it might have a little bend to it, which makes me wonder. But no, everything's flush, so it's not that. So just something is not quite right with those screws. I'll look into it off stream. Either way, everything else went together really nicely. So I'm pretty happy about that. And at the end of the day, it looks so clean here. Here, let's get this on there just for a look-see. Yeah, pretty superb. And I'm guessing this is gonna go down like that. Very clean. Very what's the Predator? This looks like a red Predator. Alright, everybody, I think I'm gonna call it here, considering what we came to do is set up. It has a little quirk, and just like last time, I'll figure out what that was off stream. I'll likely fix it, and I'll talk about the fix before we move on, because the next steps are of mounting the electronics. So we're getting to the very end of the build already, which is very exciting. So I'm gonna try to keep it moving, keep it grooving. All right, Papa, if you're still in here, congratulations on your second spool of filament. And yeah, we're gonna keep it grooving, keep it moving. I'll see you guys all later. Thank you very much for popping in. Brian, thank you again for your help. Everyone else as well that was pitching in, I appreciate it. Jeff, thank you very much. Jay as well, thank you very much. All right. See you. See you guys. Had a good stream. Later.